yeah, you know what time it is. That's right, it's time for Rivals Assemble, a Marvel Rivals podcast. I am your host, Mark Turcott, and you are tuned in to episode 34. Well, we are back, and oh my goodness, do we have tons and tons to talk about. The reveal of Season 3 is here. We have Phoenix coming to the game. We have a new map coming to the game. We have a new Battle Pass coming to the game. We have hero balance changes, everything. So many things coming to the game. And to break it all down with me here, first up, Neil. Neil, what's up, man?
Phoenix Force, assemble.
Ooh, right? Yes.
Did
the
they
Phoenix
assemble?
Force.
Or feel the Phoenix within yourself? It was in you all along.
I mean, I could see the Phoenix Force assembling within yourself, right? If you're a member of the Phoenix Force, but I guess if you haven't accepted the Phoenix, maybe not.
Well, how about symbiotes? Do they assemble?
Hey,
become
they do,
a
but
super symbiote god?
But are they all one anyways? So, yeah.
We are symbiotes.
That voice over there that's kind of going, every once in a while, that's Matt. Matt, what's up, man?
Since we're getting Jean Grey, since we're getting Jean Grey, I feel it's only appropriate to start this out with a X-Men the Animated Series. Jean. If you know, you know. Stoked to talk about everything this week. So excited to come back. You think that taking just a short break to play some RPG stuff won't be a huge difference, but it shook up the schedule in a good way. So very excited to talk about this tonight.
Yeah, we got lots and lots to get to. Of course, as you can hear, Ken's is not with us tonight. He is out of town, so he sends just his love to all of you for tuning in. But of course, he will be back, hopefully. And then, well, actually, he may not be back, right? Because in 2 weeks, guys, we're going to be at GCX. So I'm just going to pop that out here at the top of the show. We've been kind of plugging it here for a little bit, but in 2 weeks, July 25th and the 26th, we will be in Orlando, Florida. The three of us here, me, myself, Matt, and Neil. That's not four people, that's three. We'll be at GCX. It's been a while, man. It's been 2 weeks.
We only got 3 passes.
But we'll be at GCX. So if you're going to be there, please let us know. We want to know. Join over in the Discord. Message us. We would love to meet you up at the convention. We're looking forward to just what? You don't want to meet the people there, Matt? What?
It depends. I like to screen my calls.
All right. Well,
I will take anyone to join in the tournament with me because I don't think either of you have signed up.
I have not signed up for the tournament.
Oh shoot! No. I completely forgot about that. I will look that up and do that instead of this podcast right now.
Now this is a PC only tournament, right, Neil?
Yeah, you can bring a controller.
PCs.
Oh, you can use a controller.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was a little bit worried. I was like, well, you guys, especially Matt, doesn't play on PC. Like, are we just doing mouse and keyboard? And like, I mean, are we doing it?
Let's go. All right, we'll be there. We got to represent.
Sometimes it's your own people.
It is sometimes. I'm sorry.
So there is a tournament at GCX just specifically for Marvel Rivals, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And you know how I always have like the L opinions. Apparently, the guys want me to play with them, so we'll
see how that goes.
We'll see how it goes.
But
see if we're still friends after the tournament.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm looking forward, guys. We're gonna go see Fantastic Four while we're there as well, too, all together, which is gonna be great. So, lots of fun. It's gonna be a great weekend. So if you're gonna be there again, let us know. Join in the Discord and shoot us a message. Of course, head over to rivalsassemble.com. You can find all our social links over there. I already mentioned our Discord. Go join over there. Lots of like-minded people in that Discord. You can always find people to play with. There's always somebody looking to play. So join that up. And of course, what's that?
Right now. There's people playing right now.
There you go. See, they're not even listening to the show. They're just playing right now.
Rude.
Yeah.
No, honestly, vibes. Like, get after it.
Yep. And of course, if you listen to us on Spotify or on iTunes or whatever your podcast service of choice is, leave us a comment and a review over there if you can. Because again, that helps kind of move us up the ranks, and especially over on Spotify, because that's where we throw our polls, which we're going to get to our latest poll here in a little bit. If you want to help support the show too as well, you can head over to Patreon at patreon.com/rivalsassemble. You can get 6 extra episodes every single month from us. We have some solo episodes. We are making our way through the MCU. Tonight, actually, we're going to be recording after this our Iron Man 3 MCU recap episode.
Oh boy, recap.
Yeah, so we're going to be chatting about that on this week's episode.
Guys, Neil just watched Iron Man 3 for the first time in the year of our Lord Jeff 2025.
Yes, and I will hold my thoughts.
This is not to movie shame you, but
I can't believe I missed this one. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to the conversation then. So, and if you want to hear it too, head over to patreon.com/rivalsassemble. And also last week we did part 2 of our Infection Point Wakanda, our Marvel Multiverse RPG playthrough. I didn't get a chance yet, but I am going to actually set up, this was recommended to us to set up a separate RPG feed for Rivals Assemble. So we'll have some information on that for you as to what that feed will be. So this way you'll just get the podcast here, the regular Rivals podcast, in this feed, and you will start getting the RPG content in the other feed.
and if you don't care, you don't got to listen to it.
There you go. Yep, that too. All right, let's move on here to our poll, guys, this week. And, I think Guan Guan actually is the one who got the biggest vote in this one, but we asked you, who do you think is the new Season 3 character? And your choices were Jean Grey, Captain Marvel, Null, Blade, Dupe, or Other.
Yes.
And coming in at 27 votes, so 53 votes in this one, 50.9% of the vote.
King Dupe
Was not Dupe at all. It was actually Jean Grey, who, by the way, maybe everybody was wrong because it's Phoenix. She's not listed as Jean Grey. She's not listed as the Phoenix. It's just straight up Phoenix. So is everybody wrong?
Is Jean Grey in brackets? Kind of like
no,
Venom.
no, just as
Eddie
Phoenix.
Brock?
Nope. I made it a point to look at the character.
Okay.
The character select screen. It is definitely just Phoenix. In the
Okay.
game.
Well, because let's be real. Marvel Girl is a dumb, code name, and that's like, of course, Phoenix is the biggest one. I'm interested to see if this is kind of like a Psylocke situation, where the Psylocke in the game here is the time, like from way back when, not like our Psylocke, time and place.
Right.
So,
and of course, I'm just messing around there. But of course,
Rolling.
Jean Grey coming in. Number 2, Blade.
Nope.
So 15. Blade coming in second. So the audience knew, man, which, of course, we know a lot of this stuff had leaked prior to us putting this poll up. But
people could vote until today. So
right. Yeah, I let it go for 2
who
weeks.
knows when their votes actually.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. So, So Dupe, actually, though, Dupe got 2 votes. So did you vote twice, Matt? Or what happened there?
I didn't vote once. I didn't vote a single time. I am a man of integrity, and I am not going to skew the results. So there were 2 lore-minded souls out there who did their due diligence, and either one just clicked Dupe because it sounded like poop, or they knew who Dupe was. I'm not gonna.
Now,
Probably the former.
I mean, I do know Matt has 2 dogs. So can you confirm or deny that your dogs each have their own Spotify accounts and they're the 2 votes for Dupe?
No, because they don't have opposable thumbs to use the phone. So
okay. All right. But yeah, so there you go. So Jean Grey, of course, coming in with the win. Now, for next episode, we're asking you, which character do you want to get a symbiote skin? So obviously, the Battle Pass this year, or this season, lots of symbiote skins in there. They're even selling the Captain Klyntar and all that. But which character that does not have one yet do you want to see get a symbiote skin? And your choices are Magic, Moon Knight, Hulk, Luna Snow, or Emma Frost.
But I would posit that we add one more. I think we need like one more duelist in there, like one of those spam duelists, like either Iron Man, Iron Fist, Punisher. What do you guys think?
Ooh. I mean,
or maybe even like
Iron
Thor.
Fist would be cool.
Yeah.
And like have his fists turn into like venom
blades?
shaped weapons. Yeah. Blades. Like what is it, Baraka?
Yes.
Like Mortal Kombat.
Symbiote blades. I'm down for Iron Fist. I'll throw Iron Fist in here. You want to put him in there, Matt?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Iron Fist. So again,
Magic would be
that list is Magic, Moon Knight, Hulk, Luna Snow, Emma Frost, or Iron Fist. Let us know who you want to see with a symbiote skin And again, head over to Spotify. Under this episode, you'll see it there. And go ahead and vote and let us know who you think should be getting one of those skins. Guys, let's talk about our Storm challenge. So last episode, we were challenged to play some Storm. And how did you guys fare with the Queen of, or Goddess of Thunder, Goddess of Lightning, Goddess of the Weather? What is her? Matt, what did she go by?
Storm.
Goddess of Storm. Okay. What do you think?
Her name Storm. So the last we spoke, I haven't played since the last we spoke, and I was like, gosh, like this. I feel like this has happened the past 2 challenges, because the last one for us was Winter Soldier, right? Yeah. And I did Star-Lord again. And for this one, I started playing Winter Soldier because I hadn't done it the first time. And Neil, I believe you're the one who corrected me. He was like, no, this is definitely Storm. And I was like, okay, cool. And I haven't been able to play since then. So I played a lot of Storm in the game, but this week haven't. What drew me to her at launch was the ability to, either speed up or, increase power output, kind of like a spin on Lucio. At launch of the game, I played her way high up in the sky and was just, kind of like the spam person. And, it worked as like a spam character, but wasn't effective, in the team composition, knowing that you have to play her lower to the ground for the abilities to be more impactful. Have been trying all season to play with the Jeff so I could use the Sharknado. Or since that was added in, still haven't been able to use a Sharknado. Whenever I'm in there with the Jeff. The Firestorm was pretty cool.
Storm has to do it first, and then Jeff does it after.
I believe so.
Yes,
well, I'm not really sure.
I had it happen in a game while I was doing the challenge. I had somebody not even expecting to. We just kind of hit it just at the right time. And the one thing that seemed to do, I think I hit it and seemed to be like going for a while. And then just when I was getting ready to be done, the Jeff hit his, and I think it extended it. Don't quote me on that. But it just seemed like it went longer than it needed to. And I was wow, like by him joining in, this like, was it
like an Anthony Anderson movie?
Had to do it. So I don't know if that is something that happens, but it almost seemed like it is. But see, I don't want to say Storm is in my regular rotation, but she is a character that I play more often than not. So I didn't do just like the straight, 10 games straight with Storm. Like I'm very comfortable playing that character. Neil, I want to throw it to you first before I mention anything about like how I play her and that. Like, how did you feel playing her?
So I do not play her. Actually, I played her, I think, for the first time a couple weeks before the challenge.
Yeah, she was your main.
After the show.
Well, she's his new main,
and
definitely.
Played really well with her. So I was excited for this challenge. And what do you do at the end of the season when you have a challenge? You do it. And where do you do it? In comp. So my first game, I played Storm and comp, and we ended up winning. So the head was pretty big. I was ready to take on the world, but my comp did not go so well after that. I've had a few nights here in a row really trying to push gold. I put down my matches here, and it doesn't show Storm as my picture, but I did play Storm in some of these games the last few days, and lots of L's. I am ending my season at Silver 1, so didn't quite make it there. Matchmaking was not great to me. But
even with all your chrono tokens, like your save,
gone. They're all gone. All of them.
And people were so worried.
7? Was it 7 of those?
7.
Yeah.
Because
you guys made such a big deal out of it.
I've used one.
Didn't help me.
But I kind of got onto this thing because I'm off work like all week. I'm off this week. And so like part of me in my head was like, you know what? I got all the time. I can make the push.
Oh, I'm sorry. You'll find work soon, Mark. I believe in you.
I'm on vacation. But I don't really like the Emma skin that much. I think it looks kind of weird, the gold one. And then I have the Extron skin, so I don't really want the Ultron skin. So I said, you know what? I'm going to save my remaining 6 Chrono tokens for next season. Rather than waste them here on this one, it's like I'll just wait.
I don't
and use them.
think you can.
Oh, those don't carry over?
Yeah, I think they should.
Because you can buy that. Like in the early access build that we had, you could buy the combat chest, and they were in there. So like I would assume that because those weren't in the battle pass. That's in the combat chest that never goes away. So I wouldn't think those would go away.
Because I think that was one of the... I'll circle back on that. I'll look it up
look that up because I mean that's good. That's a good question.
That was one of the big things that a lot of people complained about when they were announced. It was like, you'll just be able to have these forever. Well, you can't decide when you use them. It's just like
you lose, you use it.
You burn through them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think
also said you could have 30 maximum or something. So it's like, okay how are we? So maybe that's 30. Right.
I don't know. Note to self.
Anyway, mine are gone, so it doesn't matter for me.
They didn't work.
Did not make it, but I was trying everything the last few days. I don't know. I was in a bad place. I might be with you, Matt. I don't think comps for me.
Yeah, I just saved mine too. I didn't like the costumes either, so that's why I just didn't care, and I'm just ending in bronze too. It's just I just don't want to waste them. Yeah,
for sure. So, but Storm as a character, she's a lot of fun. I like flying around, having the speed for my team, and it's also a damage boost as well, right? When you're in lightning, it gives so I feel good about that. Get a lot of those assists when I have to do that. A lot of people are on me. You can use your amplify damage boost, which actually starts electrocuting all the people around you, which feels good. Yeah, so that's good as well. My only downfall is my aim, and my aim is terrible, and there's a lot of flyers, so I'm trying to hit Ultron, and I'm trying to hit Iron Man in the sky. They're dodging, ducking, diving, dodging, and I cannot hit them at all. I wish the what is it? It is a lightning bolt. It's my R1, so I don't know what the... But
wish it was
an
alternate faster.
Fire. Which was a bit faster, and you can use it more, right? Like it's on a long cooldown. It's like 6-7 seconds, and it doesn't seem to do too much. Like
it doesn't seem to warrant that amount of cooldown.
Basic attack.
I mean, I think it's it's kind of designed around you hitting your basics first, and then hitting that, like basically kind of drain them down a little bit, and then hit that.
Like a faster kind of follow up.
Right. Yes, that's kind of your cleanup, basically.
Kind of like Magneto. Yeah,
it's like
Magneto,
basically hit that Ultron a few times and then hit that to kind of finish him off.
Kind of like how you can do the boop boop as Invisible Woman. Yeah. You do melee. Your third melee is going to be a boop, and then you can immediately boop again.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
go.
Good
to know.
Booping it. The big thing with her really is is with her damage field, which usually I almost have that on like exclusively. The only time I'll have, it starts you with the speed boost when you come out of point. But I'll usually have it on then, and then maybe if I have somebody with me and we're kind of pushing up. But other than that, I'm always in the damage. But the lower to the ground you are, the bigger that circle is. So when you fly up, that circle shrinks. So when I play her, like I'm almost around ground level with her. I'm only really going up like if I need to maybe get around a corner to get a better angle at somebody. Like I'm trying to think like the Wakanda convergence map. A lot of times that like bridge, that first bridge you come to that's destructible. Like if that bridge is still up, sometimes I'll try to get over it, and just ping guys a little bit or get underneath it. So there's definitely some times when I am going up in the air with her, but generally I'm kind of low to the ground. I even play Iron Man kind of that same way as well. Because when you put yourself up there, you're just like a sitting target. So I think a lot of people who struggle with her
look up.
Yeah. I mean, well, now they're looking up this season, definitely, because it's like with all the flyers, I mean, you're just up there with everybody.
Not my team.
No?
I'm pinging the Iron Man all game. And he's just
nobody's taking him out.
Come on, I don't have any ranged abilities. Please, someone get the Iron Man.
Yeah. Did you get the free skin for her? The I don't know. Was it in the combat chest? Or no. Yeah, I guess was.
Yeah. It, whatever the Magneto thing was in.
Yes.
I think it's combat chest.
Yeah.
Yes, I did end up paying for that to get the Magneto skin because that's done today.
Yes.
So if you're listening to this after, not live, it's too late.
Yep.
You cannot buy that. But if you buy it, then it lasts.
It will stay. Yeah.
Forever.
Yep.
But I already had unlocked everything, so I just got all those things. So we got the Magneto one, the Storm one.
Mr. Fantastic. The
Yeah, he
Future
was a
Foundation
free.
Fantastic.
He was free, but we got him too. And then another token.
Yep.
No,
Yeah, I think it had a token in it, didn't it?
the Venom Pop skin had a token. I did not buy the Venom Pop.
I didn't either. That was one I didn't go in on.
Yeah.
But
I did.
You did?
Thanks, Matt.
Yep.
Guan, thanks you.
Pink Venom.
Keeping this game alive.
But yeah, so there you go. There's our Storm challenge. Now, next episode, we are going to be using Phoenix as a challenge. So, yeah, again, we're going to let you know. And let us know what you think of Phoenix. I mean, we're going to talk here about her in a minute. But I think,
Am I going to have to bring my PS5 to Florida?
No, we'll be good. We'll be good.
I'll bring my laptop.
There you go.
And do that.
Yeah, because it runs it great. Wow. It blows. Your computer blows up when you run Rivals on it, Matt. Like
It did the
don't
first
do it.
time.
Don't. I don't want you to ruin your computer.
And because that's whenever you download games, they're like, we need to run an ultra super mega ultra mode. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
I don't care about any of that. Low.
That's true.
Low.
That's true.
On that note, I guess we'll talk about it with the build, but whatever they're doing to optimize the builds now, my PC ran this latest build great.
Wow,
So
awesome.
they're
That's good.
improving it. Try it again, Matt. It might be better.
Yep. And that comes with, a game being out and them just, being able to run it more efficiently on the different systems and everything that are out there. So awesome.
Yeah.
And new drivers coming out, of course, too, for the video cards, too. That's something that helps as well. All right. Well, guys, we have tons and tons and tons to talk about. So let's move on to our new segment that we call the Not So Daily Bugle News.
J. Jonah Jameson here.
All right. Well, Season 3 has been revealed, and it is Season 3, The Abyss Awakens. And we did, just like before, we have had hands-on with the early access build. By the time any of you are listening to this on podcast, you've already been in the game as well. But what do you guys think kind of the overall, tone, kind of where the story is going? We have the reveal that we are headed to Klyntar, and Null is there, and it seems like he has this...
Back to Klyntar.
Yes, right? Because, we know the Guardians are even looking for pieces of the Milano while they're there. It seems like he has his queen, who appears to be Hela, who is helping Null out.
That was wild to see that. Is this just out of nowhere? Or has Hela worked with Null? I didn't read the Venom run about it.
I just want to read the lore blurb that they dropped real quick.
Please do.
In the wake of the time stream entanglement, Null stirs deep within Klyntar's core, stretching his shadowed hands across the cosmos. Power promised by the dark symbiote god beckons the awakening of a new queen. The Phoenix arrives from across the stars to erase Klyntar before the darkness can rise again. However, she'll require unlikely aid from a warrior of two worlds who lives to fight against the tide of night. As the god of the symbiotes and the Phoenix Force collide, will you burn with the light of creation or embrace the darkness? Come on.
It's pretty sick, man.
So dope.
Very awesome.
So
I'm not sure comic-wise if Hela and Null have worked together. That's a Ken's question.
yeah.
Because he's the King in Black expert.
You know what? I'm going to say maybe not because... I can't believe I can't think of his name. I just blanked out on it. I had it here. Who is the guy that wrote all the no?
Donny Cates.
No, Donny Cates. Did you see that tweet from him? He put a tweet out just saying "Oh my god, this is awesome! How have I not?
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that?" And he could have been referencing Phoenix colliding with Null, but honestly, I think it was more Hela being Null's queen. That's just crazy, man.
You think she's doing it herself, or she's been kind of mind controlled?
I think she's doing this of her own volition.
And we think.
And how does Doom tie into all this? You think Doom probably awoken? No, he's always behind it, right?
Not always, because I mean these are different chronoverses, right? So that's what I would want to know. Is this our Hela? I don't want to say our Hela, but is it the Hela that's been kind of on this journey with us up to now, or is this the Hela literally from this chronoverse with this Null?
Well,
and we need to defeat her. I mean, there may be something where Hela herself is defeating herself. The queen with Null's queen essentially. Yeah. So it's like Hela on Hela.
Well, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hela had only struck a deal with Thor and Loki to fight with them only because like the realm of the dead was at risk of being taken over by Doom and being destroyed. So I think she's looking for something that will, like, she's looking for self-preservation here. Right. Enough power so that she can make sure that her realm is saved at the risk of, these other alliances she's formed. Which I think it makes me want like a Phoenix Thor with like a flaming hammer to be like, no, dude, sister, awesome. I've come to fight thee. Like,
that would be sweet. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, they nailed it. Go watch the trailer. I mean, I'm sure if you're listening to this, of course you've watched the trailer, but this is definitely one of the coolest like season trailers they've put out. I actually sent this to a good friend of mine. I mean, you guys know him, Chris, who just loves. I was like, dude, you got to watch this trailer. Like, it is just great. It just makes me want more. I mean, yeah, we had the Infinity comics, but like, it makes me want an animated series. Like, even if it's in the style, even if it's kind of just this like, I don't want to say like non-moving panels, like graphic novel type, thing. Like, it looks so good.
I think it would just be dope to get. Well, I guess we're kind of already getting it. I don't want to ask too much of them because this team is already doing so much. Yeah, like we're already getting like an animated trailer. I would love for them to just drop like a cinematic, kind of how Overwatch did with used to do. Yeah. Just give me like a 8-minute cinematic every season, but then that's one every month. Then that's like hiring an entire animation team. Like,
just outsource it, man. Just outsource it. Come on, Disney. Let's go, Disney. Let's go.
Disney's already they already have a reputation for overworking VFX artists.
Yeah,
so,
that's true. That's true.
I don't know. I'm happy with where we are, but it's good that it's creating this want for more content.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course, we got confirmation in there that 2 heroes are coming. So first, of course, is Phoenix, but later on in the season, we are going to get Blade. Not Dupe, unfortunately. But Phoenix entering the playing field, and here's what they had to say about her. They said, Omega-level telepath and original X-Men. Jean Grey soars to cosmic heights when bonded with the Phoenix Force, the embodiment of creation itself. Now she travels the stars as both savior and destroyer, confronting the darkness at its source. Null, the King in Black. Rise from the ashes and unleash your power as Phoenix. So, Neil, both you and I did get some hands-on with Phoenix in the early access build. I'm going to come out and say it. I think she is going to be like, I don't want to say maybe immediately rising to the top of the DPS list, but she is probably the most fun new hero for me that they've put out. Like, I mean, she is just awesome, dude. Like, I really think that when people get hands-on with her, I think she's going to be up there in the competitive ranks, partly just because of her almost like AoE, that explosion that she does. I mean, she is just great. So let's go through some of her abilities here. So first, her Cosmic Flames is just her regular basic attack. She launches a fiery projectile forward and applies 1 spark to an enemy. Now, when you hit 3 sparks, it explodes.
That's a Twice song.
It explodes that damages enemies around that person as well as gives her healing over time. Now, if you're able to hit a crit will apply 2 sparks. So essentially, you can hit like a body shot and a headshot, and you're getting that blast. Or, of course, just 2 crits, and you're getting that blast as well. So the whole time you're playing her, it's just like, as long as you're hitting your shots, you're getting these like little AoE bursts as well as healing yourself. So she's just like decimating these people. She also has the ability. Or go ahead.
It's a hit scan, or is it?
No, it's not. No, it really
There-
you
it
actually
is
got to aim these
projectile.
shots. So it's kind of like a Moon Knight
You
shot.
lead your shot a little
Yeah,
bit.
so you got to make sure you're hitting those shots. She also has her telepathic illusion, so you're able to basically whatever direction you're moving, kind of leave almost a clone of yourself. So it's an illusion, and you instantly teleport to your desired direction, followed by that illusion detonating, which also leaves a spark on an enemy. So you can when I was being chased by, let's say, a thing or a Hulk kind of rushing me or a Captain America, you can quickly hit that and you kind of bounce out of the way, but then you're able to leave that illusion there and blast and hit them.
So like a better or more useful Loki clone.
Yes. Like your sneak away
because
thing.
it's blowing up and applying that spark onto them as well. She
And it
also
gives you
has. Go ahead.
like a good boost of speed.
Yes.
It's like a dash away.
It's a dash, yeah. I think you literally teleport away, boom, immediately out of the way.
Yeah.
She can fly up, so you merge with the Phoenix. This is the Dark Ascent. You merge with the Phoenix, entering a state of free flight, gain a movement boost while continuously replenishing ammunition. So this is basically her flight. You fly up, you're up for maybe about 5 seconds or so. It kind of gives you that boost. It's got a little timer on it. You can turn it on and off too. So if you don't use it all, I think you can, save some, bank some, so you can use it again. That's a great way to get away. She also, this to me was the best. So you're hitting not only those your basic shots to apply those sparks, but then her right mouse button, she can do her telekinesis burst. So you mark a targeted area with psionic energy, and it basically creates almost like a little mine that explodes. And so the first blast stuns the enemy, and then it progressively goes back for 2 more shots that explodes and inflicts slow and applies more sparks to those enemies. So you can if you have 2 or 3 people coming at you, throw that down, you're stunning whoever's in the front, and then as it progresses and explodes back, you're causing more damage. And then if you're just hitting your basic shots, they got sparks, they're blowing up some more. It's just, to me, it's like, you think how Johnny Storm or the Human Torch has his fire, she's the embodiment of the flames in this game. It should be the Human Torch, but it's her, man. She is the one.
It seems like such a perfect amalgamation of Human Torch and Invisible Woman. Granted,
yeah, really,
Jean Grey is those 2 abilities, because the one you were just talking about sounds like the damage field that Invisible Woman can cast.
right.
But it has more utility to it because it's constantly applying effects.
Yep, you can shoot it on a wall. So I've had things where I'm trying to think one of the Hydra maps, and where they're kind of coming through the door, and I could shoot it on the wall and it was blasting on the wall, not just blasting on the floor. So you can kind of place it in different places. She also, her ultimate, or go ahead. What are you gonna say?
It's 3 ticks. It's not Invisible Woman. It stays there, and it's a damage over time. This one's a boom, boom, boom. And
Gotta be careful with ticks. It's summer.
Yeah, progressing back. Yeah.
So that's a great ability. And so there was 2 movement abilities.
Yeah.
Right. So we had that leave a clone thing, and then a fly thing, which is wild.
Yep.
And then she does a whole bunch of AoE with this. She's got her her basic attack and blowing up and healing herself.
And then
I
let's
think you're
talk
right,
about
Mark.
the ultimate, the end song Inferno, where she soars into the sky with Phoenix, crashes down onto the area, dealing devastating damage to enemies while creating a shockwave that destroys enemy summons, shields, and any bonus health. And guess what? Of course, applies a spark. So you're constantly hitting sparks on people. As long as they have 3, they blow up. The big thing about the ultimate that is a little jarring at first is when you hit it, you kind of soar up into the air and you see you become the embodiment of the Phoenix. When you hit it, she slowly soars down to wherever you're aiming at, and you can actually guide it a little bit once you pop it. But once you explode on the ground, it teleports you back up to where you were, or even if you're on the ground, back to where you were. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. It actually the screen kind of fades a little bit, but we were trying to figure out when I was streaming the other day that I don't think you're vulnerable at that point. So once you hit the ground, even though you're slowly kind of going back to where you started, you're invulnerable at that point. So they can't kill you. Think of Hela, when she pops she's up in the air, but you can actually burn her down if she's up there. If you're in a point where she's not focused on you, you can actually take her out and take her out of it, where I don't think Phoenix, you can at all. from what we could tell.
Even when she's moving?
As far as I know, you couldn't. But I mean, again, that's the thing with these early access builds is we're not in like a real game a lot of times. We're just playing against bots.
Right.
So we'll see when it comes to the real game. But overall, her kit
So how do you
is
defend
incredible.
against that? You just got to run.
And you can't even like put a
how do
shield.
you-
It blows shields up. Summons shields.
How
and
do you
bonus
guys
spells.
feel about the visual of the Phoenix Force?
As
With
like
Jean Grey.
your little dagger behind you kind of thing. It's like cloak and dagger, but two in
Yeah.
one.
The actual Phoenix
Got a little
itself.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah, I will say at first I was kind of weirded out by it and just thought it was strange. But the more you play it and get used to it, like it's cool. Like when you reload, she kind of holds her hand back and you see the Phoenix kind of like bloop, 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 like fills her hands up with fire for
Gotcha,
you.
bro.
And again, it's Phoenix. It's not Jean Grey. So it's like if you think of it that way, you're actually playing Phoenix, and Jean Grey is the embodiment or is the host of the Phoenix.
vessel.
The vessel. There you go.
Merely a vessel.
So that's one way
I
to
think
look
it's-
at it. You're actually
I
playing as the
disagree.
bird and not Jean Grey.
But you're not. You're playing as Jean Grey, and then you're not like the actual Phoenix until your ultimate. But I think it's interesting because I've never seen it represented like this before. Usually in comics, sometimes it happens, but for predominantly the Phoenix is shown as either like just like this disembodied voice or mainly as like an actual like firebird, if you will.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it's interesting that it takes this form. But hey, they took a swing and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I would say too is like when you start playing it, like it's one thing if you're watching someone play and like if you're watching a stream, like if somebody watched me playing or when you're watching like, when we get into like the, Rivals Ignite and things like that, you're going to see it. But when you're actually playing, you're not seeing the Phoenix
Yeah.
more. You're more
You're
focused
looking
on
at your
Jean in the
cursor.
middle. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't
And
know.
your kill
Actually,
feed.
it's grown on me. Like at first I was kind of weirded out by it, but I really like it now. Like it's just, it's cool.
I think they could have gave her some like sweet fire wings or something.
Yeah.
That would have been
like,
cooler.
Like actually give it to Jean, you're saying?
Yeah,
Instead?
yeah. Give her some fire wings on the back or something. But
Yeah,
the
I
other
would've-
thing,
yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
the other thing is they talk about the silhouettes, right? So you want to know who it is from far away. If you see like one person with a
true.
little fire person behind them, you know it's going to be
You're not blonde.
Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that helps too.
That's a great point. Because sometimes, every once in a while, like I don't know if you guys have been in a match, but there'll be like a Sue Storm and a dagger, and it's like,
Yeah, cloak and dagger.
yeah, they
You're
just
like,
both
"Which
have
one
like white,
are
and
you?"
it's like, is this a Sue Storm? Is this like who
They're
am I
both
up
healers,
against?
so it's like take
Yeah.
them both out.
Yeah, so that's a great point, Neil. I didn't even think of that. That yeah, by creating that outline and
Different
putting
shape.
Phoenix, yeah, that it really like differentiates her from all the other characters like
I
her.
do have a live edit to our poll. I was going through the battle pass and I realized that there already is an Emma Frost Phoenix skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
not a
right. There
symbiote,
is. Yes, doesn't she drinks the. You can get
Oh,
the
that's
emote
right,
where
because
she
we're
drinks the
doing
fire.
Venom skins.
Yes, indeed.
Just kidding. Never mind.
Unedit that. But Matt, what do you think? Just kind of seeing her kit overall, like is she a character that you think you want to jump into
Totally.
and play, or where do you
If
think she's going to
if
fall when it
I-
comes to the game?
If I could ever get a chance to select her, because
That's the
I'm
real challenge.
Yeah.
These next
Ultron
group.
finally chilled out because a lot of people realized that it was a lot more to make him.
Effective.
It's not a lot more work, but like you have to play a specific way to use him effectively. And if you're like just a strategist who wants to like, hey, I do it all the time. If I just want to, point and click, or I just want to, spam dagger heals, that's not like the vibe for me in the moment.
Yeah.
So finally, Ultron selection chilled out, and you could get him more. So I wonder. It almost seems like Emma Frost did that too. I wonder how long that period will be for Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, my thing
I think
with
it's gonna
her,
be a while.
I'm trying to think was she a 3-star? maybe 2 or 3 star.
Yeah,
'Cause
maybe.
I don't want to say she's easy to play because, of course, you do have to land those shots. But if you're hitting, if you're hitting the critical shots, I mean, you're gonna obviously that's where you'll have your better players because they're gonna be able to create that burst a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But I think overall, like she's fairly easy. Like if you're somebody who likes to play Moon Knight, Winter Soldier, who else? Even Punisher, I'll say like
Hella.
you are gonna love Phoenix. I mean, she like every once in a while I'll dip in and play Moon Knight just because I just feel like just causing a bunch of damage. But like she's pretty much gonna replace that. Like I'm totally like retiring Moon Knight to play Phoenix because she's just I don't know, her kit just immediately when I started playing it just like clicked. And I would not be surprised if she becomes like an insta ban or an insta lock in comp. Like people are going to be trying to get her, and then I mean when they kind of see her rise up with that kind of the constant AOE damage that she can put out, I think she's going to be banned a real lot. Which would be interesting because then that's going to open up. That's the thing is they add these new heroes that
other
maybe
right.
So players that have or characters that have been being banned. Now, if she fills that space, you're going to suddenly start seeing these other heroes in comp, which is cool. Let's talk about... Or go ahead.
You saw it at the beginning of the game, right? Hela was number 1 pick all the time, like getting all that. She is the new Hela kind of deal, right? Like a similar ranged auto attack kind of player. Like she fills the same kind of spot as Hela with you can make those big hits. I guess it's not hit scan, so that's one thing, but you're getting the self heal too, so that's one less person that your healer has to worry about. Your strategist. So you got your self sustain. You can take those crazy angles and pick up a health pack every once in a while, right, Mark? But you can kind of go off on your own and be okay unless they find you and take you down. But will make me want to work on my aim.
Yeah, for sure. You're definitely gonna have to hit your aims with her, hit your shots with her for sure.
We'll see about that.
The other big thing coming, of course, is the new map. It is taking place on Klyntar. It is a domination map, and it is the Celestial Husk map. So there is a downed Celestial over on Klyntar.
So dope.
And here is
Do you know why he was down?
I'm going to read you the little bit here. It says, once a throne, a trophy, and a symbol of unfathomable power, Klyntar now drifts in silence, its creator imprisoned within the planet's core. After the decaying body of the Celestial slain by Null plummeted from orbit, the land grew to absorb its ancient power. Can you navigate the shifting terrain and stop the Dark God before he snuffs out the light? Step into the abyss and face the darkness. So I don't want to give too much away about this map, but I will say I had somebody actually, when I was streaming the other day, ask me, do I like Araco or this map better? And I was like, well, number one, I just like convoy maps better, so maybe Araco. But this map, I think, is even better than the Krakoa map because it's not as some of the Krakoa maps, there's so much verticality in that. This doesn't have that as much. This is much more... I think symmetrical on both sides. There isn't as much of that. And, some people like that to be in the map. And the only thing too about this map is, the skyboxes are incredible. The points that you're actually taking over are incredible, but it is a location we've kind of been to before. So it's not like it's, some of the locations we've been to, it just blows your mind when you see what it looks like. This may not do that for you. However, the domination points are there is a massive sword in the middle of one of them, right? There is a codex, I think is one of the other ones, right? Is that what we call those? Yep.
Right.
And then the other one is a cosmic egg, right, Neil? Isn't the third one?
It's a phoenix. It's not the phoenix egg?
No. So, and in the starter
that
points...
was in the starter point.
Yeah, and there's one of the starter points, there's a massive phoenix feather in a tank just kind of sitting there. You can actually go over, there's a bunch of lore stuff
lab
in there as well. You can go in, there's some computers. So you know how some of the starting points have things you can go up to and interact with. This has a carousel of, it's information about people who could potentially be carrying the Phoenix Force at some point, or one of them has Blade up there. and you can kind of flip through the different pages and read little lore bits there. So they knocked it out of the park with this map. Like it's awesome.
The Phoenix isn't an actual Phoenix, so how could you have a feather?
I don't know, Matt.
Yeah, there's a couple feathers in a test tube, or like a whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like a big containment tank.
Okay.
Oh, you're not digging this, Matt? Like, come on, man.
I just have questions. I haven't played it, so I'm not hating. I'm just like, how does this make sense?
And one of them is similar to it would be the Klyntar attacker starting area. You know how they have that big hunk of symbiote in the
big uvula.
Yeah, so there's I think that's one of the kind of control points, right? That's like that egg thing.
No, you start out and it looks like a heart. It looks like a symbiote heart kind of beating, and it has all these cables kind of attached to it. And then there is another one. It's kind of actually an interesting control point where I think that's the one that is the egg is like you kind of start out and you're up high, but then there's some stairs you can go down, or you can stay up high and you come out to it. It almost looks like it's at like a little like spaceport area or something. You're kind of fighting around that circle down there. I actually like that one. I think that one's kind of neat.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite domination map, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of talking out loud about it. Yeah.
You know how Neil can never remember maps? He's like, what map is this again?
Yeah.
I remember maps. I just don't differentiate what type of map they are. So for some reason when you're like, no, it's domination, no, it's convergence. I'm like, well, I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
I do this on this map, I do that on that map.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it
one of
it,
the
work here.
Go ahead, Neil.
One of those points, it has like a column in the center of it, and you can shoot the column and it goes away. So this shares the same map mechanics as the other Klyntar map. It has symbiote bridges and barriers and stuff. You shoot them, they go away. You shoot them, and they come back. So more that level we were just talking about with the bridges up above. You can shoot out those bridges so they can't kind of get across or whatever. So find those good ones. Hopefully you can find some good ones you can corner people in and shut the door and
take them out.
You stuck here with me now or whatever they say.
Couple other just things that we noticed kind of in the build. I mean, there is now a whole new. I mean, they mentioned how the missions were changing and all that. But the UI is there for that now. So kind of when you log in, you can click on it and there's two spots. Yeah. There's your weeklies, and then there's also your challenges. I think that reset every, what were we thinking, like 24 hours?
3 days.
Yeah.
It's similar to what it was. It's just the day we were playing, it was going to be the next day, but it's similar to challenges these days, which is 3 days.
And then when you do the weeklies, so right now the season's going to launch with 9 weeks. And when you go in, like, it'll show you week 1, and you have to do 6 of the like kind of set missions they have at the bottom. And there's probably maybe 10 or 12 different ones you can do. For every one that you complete, you get X amount of credits to use in your battle pass to progress it. And then that's kind of where this is going to come into play. Where if you wait until, let's say, week 3 or 4 to dip in, you still have to do all of those week 1 challenges, but they're not going anywhere. So you can go in, do week 1, and then once you finish week 1, then week 2 unlocks, and you can kind of go through. So making it where you don't have to play every day, which was something that they said they kind of wanted to do this go around. My only question with that is with, I didn't do the math, and maybe somebody out there did it, but if you buy the Battle Pass and not the premium one, so you're starting from day 1. Personally, I always go in and unlock everything in the Battle Pass. I don't, pick or choose. I just unlock it all.
Yeah.
Is it going to mean that come week 9 with these new changes, am I still going to not have finished the whole Battle Pass at that point? It's kind of my question. Like, what is going to be the time frame? Because the way the seasons have been before, I usually finish it with 3 weeks to go, 3-4 weeks to go in the season. But in this case, kind of time gating us with those weeklies. Now, granted, you do have those other more every couple day challenges. But is that going to mean I'm going to have to be keeping up if I want to finish the complete Battle Pass within the season? Because again, those Battle Passes don't go away, so you can finish them at another season. Is it going to be come week 9 that I'm going to be finishing it then? by them slowing me down, I guess. Do we have any? Have you guys
Well,
said
you're
anything
not.
about that?
Are you not going to be playing every day?
I mean, I don't know. I may not.
You don't have to anymore.
I don't
Bob
have to.
says.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I got the Switch 2 sitting next to me. There's a game coming out next week for the Switch 2. It might be dipping into a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to see. So
that's what they're doing now. So you have weeklies now. They do the same thing, right?
Yep.
You do your 4 out of 5 weeklies or whatever, and you get all those points. They have your challenges now. You do those every 3 days. What they're doing is getting rid of the dailies. So
Right.
Eventually you fill up on dailies and then you stop getting dailies or they expire or whatever. So what they are doing with that is they're getting rid of the dailies and they're making the challenges worth more. I think the weeklies are staying the same for the amount you get. Well, I don't know what they're doing with because the time you're getting less weeklies in because there's less weeks of the season. So either they're giving you more points for that or they're reducing the cost of the Battle Pass items because they want you to finish. And it's the same amount of pages, right? It's like 8 pages.
Yeah,
or
it
whatever
is. Yeah.
Usually we have. So
Yep.
I guess we could have
I think
looked
it's
at
10
it
or
when
11,
we
actually.
were playing. But things still cost like 100, 300 or whatever, maybe. So I think that's a good point because we don't know how long that's going to be, and obviously you have a shorter season, so that it will
Right.
be shorter. You won't have like the 2-3 weeks.
Right.
At the end
I
where
think
you're
that's where it's
doing
going to
it.
balance itself out. Is it's like come that week 9, that's when you're basically going to be wrapping up that Battle Pass. So of course, you can buy the premium one, so you'll be done with it quicker. But again, they don't go away. So it's like unlike some other games where the Battle Passes, you got to finish it in the season or it's lost. Like at least NetEase is doing the right thing here. They're doing where it's like, hey, it's not going away. So if you got to step away for a couple weeks, it's fine. Like you're always going to be able to get access to that, which is cool that that's still in there. The post game screen is new. We'll talk about that. That's kind of cool. How it so it ends and it kind of pops up on the screen and it shows you like in the build it had the Battle Pass and then the Galactus gift was in there because you're kind of in there as a new player with the build and it shows you both of those passes, things that you've unlocked within those passes or that are available to you. Then it goes to the player screen where it shows the 6 heroes. Up there where you can see the MVP and all that stuff and leave your thumbs up. But then underneath it would show like, maybe you unlocked the Spider-Man or the ability to buy the Spider-Man symbiote skin. And then on the bottom, it would say, go to it and you click it and it immediately brings you to the Battle Pass to that page and you can buy it right there with the credits. So it's kind of a neat little quality of life thing.
Yeah.
Rather than you having to say like, oh, I think I got enough points now and then have to go over, open the Battle Pass. It's like, hey, and when again, it's kind of a way to get you to open up the Battle Pass and see everything that's in there. But I thought that was kind of cool that they kind of added that in there.
Yeah, I think that was good. And I was getting a bunch of, I think it was just the way that we did it. I tried to buy everything, but I didn't, accept them or whatever it is. Like I didn't redeem. So it was giving me a whole list of things to do.
Yeah, tons of stuff.
Fine, but usually I'm just waiting. Like, okay, did I get a 300? Can I buy the next one? So this is a good way to keep track of that. The other part I like about this updated end of game screen is it lists all of your not quests but missions, events, or whatever it is.
It does do that.
Screen, rather than right now as you play, it like slowly flips through them. Like it'll show you like 3 at a time or whatever, and it'll show you the ones that you're closest to completing, and then it'll go to the next one, and it's all times, and you can't really see them. So if you're like looking away for 1 second, you're like, oh, what did that say? What do I still have to do? This way, it brings it up kind of in the middle of your screen, and you can see more at once, and then just an easier way to keep track of what you're trying to do.
Hey, it's funny now. I didn't even think of it, but this week I've been playing a bunch of Halo Infinite because they had a Halo 3 event going last week or for the last while, and then they have a new one that kind of started this week. And at the end of every match, it does that similar thing where it pops up and says like let's say you had to complete 3 matches, it'll be like and show you you've done 1 match and then show you all the different things. And it does that now in Rivals in this new build. It shows you all the different things, like you've progressed this one and you've got 25 kills towards your 50, and it kind of shows you, so you kind of know what you can work for, and at least what you achieved in that match, rather than have to go outside of the match or actually go into the challenges to figure out what you've progressed. It's kind of cool. The other thing they're adding to the game now, yet another cosmetic, another thing that people are going to be chasing, is these new accessories are being added to the game. So these are little things you can add to. I think isn't one of them like the Deadpool accessory, and doesn't it pop onto Jeff's fin? I think. So it's kind of like how you would. What, Matt?
Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
I think that's like where it attaches on Jeff. So it's kind of like you would have like bling on a weapon. But then what it does also is like if you get a kill, it'll pop it up on the right. And it's like you see the little Deadpool, and then like, I mean, the Deadpool one's kind of goofy, but he like shows his ass, his butt, I guess. So just yet another customization thing added to the game. So there's only a couple in there. I know there's the Deadpool one, and I forget what the other one is that they're adding in. But those are being added to the game now, so I'm sure those will be things that'll be in, either purchasable or coming in more event passes, things like that. And then they also added some ultimate ability effects. And the first one added to the game is the Wanda one. And yesterday when I was streaming, we went in and I unlocked the skin, and it's the what is it, like the dragon skin that she has,
right?
The what?
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the
It's not a
dragon
Phoenix
skin for
skin.
her. And when you equip
Dragon,
it, it's only showable to you, and it does change some audio cues as well. So it's not cluttering up everybody else's screen when you hit it. But when you pop her ult, I mean, this is like crazy celestial dragon kind of fills the screen, and I mean, it's wild. But it's really, really cool. So I'm really interested to see kind of what they're going to do kind of moving forward with some of the skins, because I'm sure some of that stuff's going to be pretty sweet. So
Yeah. And it's the unstable molecules. You say
yes, those have to be bought with the
That's what
unstable
you use
molecules.
to unlock it. And what I'm noticing in this battle pass, they are giving you unstable molecules as part of your rewards here,
Yeah.
instead of blue knits.
And that's what you unlock the color, the skin colors,
Color
right?
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Color
along
swap.
those same levels. And then, I mean, guys, I can't believe we didn't even mention this yet. One of the biggest things added to the game, you can change your background in the back. Now, you're not choosing the background. It's based on the hero you have there and what their background is. But for like the legendary skins, so like the cap skin, the endgame skin, it's literally like the train station in the background. Or the one we did was Thor, the Krakoa skin. And it was, or the Love and Thunder skin, and it was like the whole like this like celestial background kind of in the background, or space cosmic background for him. Everybody else, it generally just shows kind of what their spray is. You know how every skin essentially has like its spray. So like the Captain Klyntar one, the Cap symbiote skin, it's that kind of as a background, but it still looks way better than just the generic baby blue background that we've had now for season 0 and for the last 2 seasons. So we're not quite all the way there yet to where you could just customize it any way you want. But it at least does change it up enough to make it where, if it's a hero that you like and that's who you want on your main screen, they're going to have a pretty cool background too as well. So
Yeah. And this is the background. I think it's just of the play screen, right? Where you pick your hero
Yes.
that you want.
Got to be on the play screen. Yep.
It doesn't apply to the other kind of tabs, I guess.
No. Yep.
It's just when you're like searching for a game or picking a game mode.
Yep. And you can go in there, of course, it's that screen where you pick your hero, and then you can pick whatever skin you want them to have on.
Yeah.
On there. So a lot of this information, of course, we said came from, we did have early access to the Season 3 build, but DevVision Volume 7 is out. So if you have not watched that, I would say go in and watch it. I mean, again, by the time you're listening to this, Season 3 is probably already out, but it's still worth watching because they drop a couple little nuggets in there. I mean, we do learn, of course, that Blade is coming for the second half of the season, but also a new competitive mode, they said, is coming to the game. And what do you guys think that is? Like any guess as to what that possibly could be? I mean,
No clue.
I mean, the only thing
Because I don't know what you would want
Yeah.
as another competitive mode.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is like, I mean, it has to be one of the other modes we've had. I mean, or do you do like a Doom match competitive? Do you do one of those type things?
not.
Like,
Ew, gross.
I wonder if it's going to be like, well, I guess no, it wouldn't be a competitive, but like an unranked halfway between. Well, maybe a
I mean, they say
quick match
competitive, man.
without bots. Quick match without bots.
I mean,
Competitive.
yeah, but no, I mean, the way they phrase it, it's like a new
You said
competitive.
competitive, yeah.
Like I would assume it's gonna have ranks, so I have no idea what
Hopefully
that would
it's
be.
Ultron's battle map
I mean, it could be that.
competitive mode.
Yeah, it could be that.
Blech. No, thank you.
But yeah, so some very cool things coming with that. Now, of course, we also have a bunch of hero balance changes, so we're going to go through some of these here. Let's kick it off first with Emma Frost. They said it looks like the White Queen is trading a bit of offense for more glam. Her damage and her survivability in diamond form are taking a slight hit. So they're reducing her diamond form damage reduction, which I think is a great thing because a lot of times she just pops into that and there's nothing you could do, which I think is great. They're also reducing the cost, though, of her ultimate. So you're going to see her ultimate a little bit more, which I think is kind of interesting. Any thoughts there on Emma Frost changes? I mean, have you guys been encountering kind of the strong Emma Frost?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No.
Lots of Emma. Like she's in most of the games I play.
Yeah.
And having her ult more often seems dangerous. Like
Problematic,
that
even.
it cripples the team, right? Unless you have a good corner to hide behind.
Yep.
You can't. I was trying this week. I forget who I was playing just to like interrupt her ult. I could probably look up and see what can, but everything I was trying, no, there's no stopping her when she's trying to seduce you to start walking, making your walk
long
towards
walk.
her, and
Making your way.
So I think her ult coming up more, damage reduction isn't or being reduced is making her a bit more vulnerable in diamond form, but I think having this ult come up more often is the big danger here.
Yeah.
And then her telepathic pulse damage, so that's like her beam ability, that's going down a little bit, which is fine for others. Whenever I use it, it doesn't seem to do much. So
yeah, me neither.
Won't be going back to her.
I haven't played her in a long time. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Cap here the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
I'm going for Lord Cap. Like that's my thing right now. The Thing. So I actually got some hands on. I played the Thing a couple times in this new build. So they're giving him a new ability, the Battle Blitz, where he will leap towards an enemy, gaining 25% damage reduction. And his leap targeting distance to enemies is 20 meters. And then they also allowed his Stone Haymaker to knock down flying enemies. So
yes,
he's back. Like the Thing is great. Now being able to use it, the ability is awesome. It is 2 separate buttons, so it's not just the same one. On the keyboard, it's E or F? I think you're hitting to leap. But the only thing I will say is the knocking flying enemies down is somewhat of a skill shot almost, because you have to leap and then be charging while you're in the air and then hit it. I've only hit it like twice. So I wish it was more just you leap and just punch. Like you didn't have to actually do the haymaker, but you have to do the haymaker to do it. So it's literally just as you leap, you almost want to be charging it either before you're leaping or right when you're getting ready to do it to hit it just right. But so he at least can do something against flying enemies now. Which is awesome.
The worst when they're out of your range and you're just trying to jump up with those haymakers and try and hit them, and it's just not doing anything.
Yeah.
I do play quite a bit of the Thing. Like the Thing and the Hulk are my go-to kind of offensive tanks when I gotta run up and cause some ruckus there. So this is something I was missing. So a way to get to the Ultrons, get into the Iron Mans.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about this.
Yeah. He's going to be good. Let's see. Venom, big thing with him. They're increasing his enemy slow. So his cellular corrosion, the slow effect is going from 15 to 25%. So this is kind of
your AoE that spits out the tendrils all around you.
Out. So I think that's good. Venom I think has been in a good place for a while. I still see him a lot in games and play him every once in a while too, because he's still tons of fun to play. But that's it for Vanguards. Go ahead.
With that, it's good because you get that damage boost. like not the boost, the burst, but it has to go through the whole timer of you send out your tendrils, and it's whatever 3 seconds that they're within your tendrils. So them slowing down means that they can't get out of the range of it in time to not take that burst damage. So you'll probably be doing that damage more often than not now.
Let's see, moving on to Duelists. Human Torch, they're reducing the fire cluster damage per projectile. His Supernova, the activation shockwave damage is going down, and they're adding a team-up anchor bonus of 5% damage boost. So they are kind of lowering some of the damage of his abilities, but because he's an anchor now, he's getting that 5% damage boost. So,
who's he an anchor for?
I
guess we'll get there.
I mean, he's going to be the thing at some point here this season, but
right.
Yeah. Let's see. Iron Man, powering down his reduced damage output and a longer wait for his ultimate. So, I mean, that increase on his ultimate is a lot. So it's going from 2,800 to 3,400. So that's kind of you're not going to be seeing that come up as much. And the first 2 repulsor blast hits are also being decreased as well. So,
yeah. But going to 3,400, that's what Emma's just got reduced to. So 2,800, It was like, especially him, he's always just dealing out damage, right? Like he's gaining ultimate charge pretty quickly.
Finish your thought. Go ahead.
Nope. That was it. So I mean, like, and I feel like that's always popping up. So I think it's a good thing to slow it down.
I still don't think his ultimate puts out enough damage. Like, it's so easily blocked if I feel like for the type of ultimate that it is, like it shouldn't be as easily blocked as it is, because on the regular, I'll play with Iron Man players who will like launch their ultimate and it'll hit 1 or nothing. You know, when it's like, what a crummy ultimate. It's like how
sounds like a
the
skill
Scarlet
issue.
Witch.
It's not as bad as Scarlet Witch. I mean, it
say what you want about. Well, Scarlet Witch is getting amped up with damage, which I also don't think you need to do that, because I just think there needs to be something where some of these ultimates are less easy to block.
Yeah.
Like
now,
I feel like the whole point about an ultimate ability is that a lot of them shouldn't be able to be blocked, like unless you're using like part of the map. But if it's, I'm doing this ability to cancel you out, I think that's dumb.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends.
But
I mean,
that's my 2 cents.
Especially in his case, because it was coming up so often. Like Neil said, you look at where Emma's got reduced to 3,400. He was at 2,800, so his was coming up that much more. So when you have an ultimate that is coming up that much, you at least got to make it where you have to make sure you're hitting that shot. Because that was one thing about his ultimate. If you got 3 people grouped up and you just happen to place that right in the middle of those 3 people and they're grouped like that, you're taking them out. Where if they are on the fringes of it, they're going to take damage, but you could kind of get out of that radius. So you had to be strategic in when and where you were using it. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people do whiff on it. I mean, I've been guilty of that. I whiff on it sometimes too. It sucks. I hate it. You use it and you're like, oh man, like why did I do that? It just totally wasted it. But I definitely, I see your point.
You get 2 or 3 people. Feels great.
That's right. You mentioned Scarlet Witch, so her ultimate's getting a little more hextra. So they've reduced the max slow rate during her ultimate charge period from 35 to 25 and increased the damage from 750 to 850. So the charge now is it's going to be quicker. So, when you hear her getting ready to hit it, so that's going to be much quicker, and it's going to do more damage as well. So, yeah, that's going to be popping off, I think, a lot more. Mr. Fantastic, they've reduced his bonus health when he's inflated. So, kind of when he bulks up and he's really doing a lot of damage, they've decreased that bonus health that he gets. And now remember, too, Phoenix. So anybody that gets that bonus health, if you're Phoenix and you pop that ult, you completely negate that bonus health.
All bonus health?
Yeah, which is
That's
awesome.
Wild.
Namor, I think...
Too, right?
Yeah. True. That's right. With Venom, too. Yep. I think Namor is going to be pretty good this season. I mean, you see him a lot in comp as it is, but they've increased the projectile damage of his Trident of Neptune from 70 to 75, and the speed now, so it's quicker, so you're doing more damage. It shoots much faster. And then they've also increased the speed of his Wrath of the Seven Seas projectile from 120 to 150. I did play him in the builds. I mean, I could say I noticed it, but I mean, I guess maybe you did kind of notice the speed of the projectile was faster, but I didn't really notice if I was really doing more damage. Again, because we were playing against bots and not like in a live game. But I don't know. I have a feeling he's going to be pretty strong this season. Let's see. Good old Spidey. His kick damage when pulled to enemies goes from 50 to 55. Increase his mid-air damage from 50 to 55, and increase his amazing combo damage. So Spidey,
Why?
get in the buff.
Why?
He's losing his team up bonus, so it's like evening it out.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But
His team up with Squirrel Girl, right? That's going on.
but
what?
I don't know. Even my dogs are like
women
asking, like,
things.
why is this a thing? Why do we need to make Spider-Man more powerful? I don't know. Whatever.
But
Yeah.
now
Beyond
he
me.
gets,
Matt, with
he
great
gets a new
power
team
comes
up
great
with-
responsibility. That's why. So they got to give him that great power, right? I don't know. Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying, like, why are we buffing Spider-Man? But like Neil said, that's why, because you're losing the team up.
the anchor bonus, so
The
he had
anchor
like
bonus,
a
yeah.
percent.
That's like the that's the ebb and flow of the game. You don't have to,
Yeah.
keep a character at a certain level. Like for a season, let him dip down some. Let the dirtbag Spider-Man players who are a dime a dozen and had him lorded in the first like week of play.
Yeah.
And insta-lock Spider-Man, like let them suffer for a while,
No. Let's see. Punisher, they're reducing the projectile damage of his turret, which I'm very sad from. Decreasing the spell field damage from it as well. And increasing the cost of his ultimate from 3,400 to 3,700. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Punisher lately. I got that 2099 skin. I could probably agree with the ultimate. It seems like the ultimate does come up a lot, even though it was at 3,400, because you're just constantly pumping out damage as him.
The damage.
I mean, yeah, I feel that. I wish the turret wasn't going down, because the turret does a lot of damage, but it also leaves you as a sitting duck. So you got to be very.
Yeah, but it also like blocks attacks for you, right? Like it has its own health.
Yes, but if like the best thing is if you can have like a double team on you. So if I'm focused on one person, but there's somebody else, either even like a storm flying up in the air or an Ultron or whatever up in the air, they can just be hitting me while I'm trying to melt the people down on the ground, and they pop me right out of the turret. So I don't know, but hey,
I think we need a Punisher challenge. I need to play some Punisher.
yeah, he's great.
Understand your woes.
So good. Let's see. Bucky, they're adjusting his rotostern damage fall off maximum at 40 meters from 60 to 70. So this thing's going to do some more damage, which is kind of interesting.
The fall off. So it's going to be worse.
Yep.
At range.
Let's see. Logan's control frequency is taking a slight hit as he now needs more time to sharpen those claws between leaps. So they've increased the feral leap strike duration from 4 to 5. And also have increased its cooldown. Now, don't forget with him as well. Well, actually, we're going to talk about it in a minute. But I was going to say he's getting the Phoenix team up.
Power.
So
It's like an AoE immolation kind of deal.
yeah. So Phoenix gets the 10% bonus or bonus.
That's a $2
Bonus.
word, immolation.
And Wolverine now becomes a Phoenix Warrior and is just like everything's on fire. So his claws are just on fire, which is ridiculous. Let's see, the strategist Sue, they're increasing her orb projection healing on launch from 40 to 45 and the damage from 20 to 25, and reduce the healing on return from 40 to 35 and damage from 20 to 15. So her healing's a little bit more reliable, is what they said. So
Well, it puts more emphasis on the initial throw instead of the boomerang return.
right, coming
Yeah.
back. Yep.
So,
Matt, how you feeling? Your
Which is-
Invis main. Make a
I-
difference?
No, I don't. With this small little tweaks like this, I'm always like, okay, whatever. I'm not the person who is ever like diving in patch notes anyway, like looking at these like balances, and so it's just like, sure, whatever.
It's the same if you hit both, right? It's just
I
putting more on the
never.
front, which is good for me because I doubt I hit any of the return ones.
Yeah. Let's see. Loki, they've increased the cost of his ultimate, which I mean, it's at 4,000 going to 4,300. I guess I never realized how much that costs. Just because I don't ever play Loki, but yeah. So you compare it to Iron Man was at what 2,800, and he was at 4,000. That's kind of wild when you actually see those.
With the
numbers.
healers, I think their numbers go up faster, right?
True.
Especially
yeah,
him with all the AOE. Like he's doing damage, he's healing everybody with just his basic attack. So makes sense.
Let's see. Mantis, her healing flower gets a new effect. It heals allies by 2.5% per second. Reduces her base healing from 20 to 12.5, and increasing the cost of her soul resurgence. So her ultimate is going up and increasing her bonus max health too as well.
So now she heals percentage maximum health wise instead of like a base amount. So she'll do better with healing the tanks.
Right, which is good. And then Ultron finally here, he's going to have to update his software as his defenses are taking a slight hit. They're reducing his flight acceleration from 8 seconds to 6 seconds, which I don't know, seems kind of, I don't quite understand that one. But they're also reducing his imperative, so his firewall bonus health to self from 75 to 65 and from his allies to 55 to 50. So kind of that little, wall you put up where it kind of gives everybody a bonus. I can definitely see the decrease on him. I didn't even realize he did more to himself than he does to his allies.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost would think he would do more to the allies just to make him a better healer. But, I mean, we were kind of skeptical of what his healing output was going to be, and people sure seem to play him a lot. So the health is there. But
I think this is great. I'm happy about this because even I try and pick Cloak and Dagger so I can auto aim these flyers, and he's just like impossible to take down. It felt like. So this is good with me. I with the reduced dynamic flight acceleration effect time 8 to 6. That also means that your cooldown's gonna start sooner, right? So you can still maybe do it as often. It's just you're gonna be starting that cooldown sooner. So, which is fine because it's that initial burst that's more important anyway, right?
yeah.
Rather than that like slow or that minor speed increase that you have with the passive.
Let's see a couple other things. So there is the new team up with Human Torch and Spider-Man. Did you get a chance? I didn't even check any of that out, Neil, but Human Torch gets the 5% boost in the damage output. Spider-Man unlocks the new Inferno Blast ability through his team up with the Human Torch. And like we mentioned,
Do you remember what that is?
Isn't it like a web that he kind of shoots? I guess maybe puts a little fire on him. I don't know. I didn't.
Fire on it? Cool.
But yep. So those are the two. The ones that are being removed or adjusted. The Spider-Man Squirrel Girl that is gone, which is sad because that was always a good one. Squirrel Girl is now joining the Iron Man Ultron one, which is interesting. So Squirrel Girl gains a new Squirrel Missile ability from her team up.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to check that out.
Crazy.
The fire is out now with the Storm Human Torch. Storm loses the Burning Hurricane ability gained from her team up with the Human Torch. Yep. And then Venom and Jeff are now adding Hela to that as well. So Hela gains the Hell Tendrils ability through her team up with Venom.
Ooh.
So
That's cool.
Yeah.
They're going to have to do this Hela skin from the season, right?
I mean, they got it.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a paid one for sure. It's great.
Yeah. That's going to be sweet.
But yeah, so lots of changes there. I mean, I know we bore some people kind of when we go through all that, but there was a lot in there. There also was some just kind of basic patch notes that they put out as well that are coming. A couple quick hits here. So, of course, competitive mode is you're going down 7 divisions. Of course, they're adding the new skin for Phoenix skin. The Emerald Flames costume is being added there. So you can start all that up. There's a new, season? Well, actually, we'll talk about the seasonal event in a minute. Let's talk about the Battle Pass. So lots of different skins, lots of things in there. You have the Squirrel Girl symbiote skin, which
Awesome.
is
Crazy mouth tail.
Yes.
yes, her tail is just
And
eating
even her
things.
little buddy.
Yeah, kind of crazy. We have the Golden Panther. So this is the what the Phoenix Force Panther is. I mean, does he have the Phoenix Force at that point when he's the Golden Panther, or kind of?
Well, this is a Rivals original, so
Okay.
I'm assuming. I know what I said. I wanted something more regal, but don't you think this is a bit much? So no, this doesn't necessarily seem like it's Phoenix influenced. It could just be
Cool. Gold.
a cool new one. Yeah.
Now, I did forget to mention the Battle Pass is called the Power of the Phoenix too, as well. So this is the Battle Pass we're going through. On page 3 is where you're going to get your Wolverine Phoenix, so Weapon Phoenix, which is pretty cool. His claws are indeed on fire as well too. Now there's a lot of things in this build that kept saying coming soon in the Battle Pass too, which is kind of interesting. That's something they've never done before. So we don't know what those are, but on page 3 that was the first item. So the first thing that said coming soon was on that page 3 on the Weapon Phoenix. But that skin is awesome.
Another type of currency.
Or it might be like the Phoenix
MVP?
in Blade, like what's the word? Sprays, like their
Could
emblem
be.
sprays, and they just don't have them like finalized yet or something like that.
Maybe.
I'm looking through it. I don't see those yet. On the
Let's
pages.
see. Page 4 is the Symbiote Flora, which is this skin is awesome. This is a Groot symbiote skin. Very, very cool. He has kind of the teeth on his shoulders. The skin it's good. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite skins in the whole Battle Pass is on page 5. This is the Phoenix King. This is a sick Phoenix Force Namor skin. It looks good in motion. It is very, very cool. And I did actually play Namor just, again, like I said, to kind of see what his changes are. And I just have a feeling I'm going to be playing him a little bit more this season once I unlock the skin because, I don't know, I just like the skin, man. I think
it looks very reminiscent of because in the Avengers versus X-Men, Namor is one of the Phoenix Five, but it looks very similar to like the Cyclops armor as well that he has with like the black metallic hood and like the red and gold stuff. Cool. And since we obviously don't have Cyclops yet, next best thing, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it says. The skin is from the Avengers vs. X-Men. So
we have a couple coming soon sprays there as well.
I
and then
think
your
one
sixth
of them's gonna be the MVP for this. It's usually in that second from the bottom left slot, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Most of these usually get MVP with them.
They usually do, yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see, the 6 pages, your Flarkin Klyntar gallery cards. So that'll be continuing the story. Again, we don't jump into any of the story or anything with these early access builds because we don't want to know anything. Page 7, I think, is one of the ugliest skins in the game. I do not like this skin at all. This is the King in white. So this is a Adam Warlock.
Sounds wrong.
Mime looking skin. I don't know. He's gold and white, so it's kind of like the Golden Panther, but it just looks odd, dude. It's so weird.
Michael Myers, Halloween.
Yes, that's what he looks like. Is Michael Myers? Absolutely. I almost wish they inverted the colors. Like if he was more gold and then the white was the outline, I think it would have looked better.
It was gold to begin with, right? So then he would have technically been like naked.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just strange.
Just give him a mask. Just, like give him a helmet. Give him something.
Yeah. Page 8 is the one that I'm surprised this was actually in the Battle Pass because this is one that you think either would have already been sold or would be on sale this season, but it's in the Battle Pass, and that is the Black Suit Spider-Man is on page 8, which is awesome. I mean, I'll take it. But I think one of the biggest things not only is the suit on this page, but is the emote, and it is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 Do a Little Dance or whatever song that is. The Evil Dance Spider-Man emote.
I feel like I am like questioning everything this season. I don't know why.
You absolutely are, but go ahead.
underwhelmed. I mean, I don't know what I wanted, and I can't tell you what they could improve upon because Black Suit Spider-Man is literally just Black Suit Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
He's not
Yep.
Venom. So it's like I don't know what I wanted, but I'm just whelmed, you know? I'm like
Matt, do you think
stoked that I'm getting it, but
it's because okay, wait, are you just whelmed by the skin or whelmed by the battle
Yes.
pass?
the skin.
Oh, the skin.
This,
Okay,
this
okay.
specific
I
costume.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I mean, I don't know. You kind of look at the image. I mean, the image, I know you guys have the same one I have up, but of the picture within the battle pass, and you see the white on the chest goes a little bit further into the shoulders and onto the arms.
Yeah.
It didn't, I mean, he didn't have that in the comics, right? When he was Black Suit Spider-Man, he just had just the typical black and white spider on the chest, right? So I think they did
Right.
a little bit more to kind of add to the suit, I guess, than have it just be that.
I think it's odd that it's page 8. Like, if anything, this should be page 1, I feel, because this is such a basic.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Well, last season's page 1 was the Spider-Man Oni skin, right?
True. Yep. And
That's
this time we
like,
have Squirrel.
give us
Squirrel
somebody
Garrow.
Squirrel Gara.
Let's see. Here we go. The next one, page 9, is the Phoenix Diamond. So this is the Emma Frost skin. So she is on fire. This one, she also has kind of the gold and white, but obviously looks way better than the Adam Warlock one. And she has an emote where she drinks fire out of a champagne glass, which is kind of cool.
Cheers.
Pretty cool emote.
She's got a bad wig on. I don't know. She left the curlers in too long.
Yeah,
I
a
don't
little too
know.
long on that one. Yeah, she did. Let's see.
To match your
I
short
promise I got some good things to say. I promise I do. Like this next one.
So page 10 is the symbiote raccoon. This is the rocket one. His jetpacks are little symbiote teeth, I guess, doing the fire. My disappointment with this one, and I kept saying it every time I talked about him on stream, is I wish his little beacon was something different. Although it was pointed out, because it's not one of those top tier ones, like the swim one that we have where it has the fish and all that in it.
Yeah.
So that's why. So it's a black beacon. It's still cool. Still looks good. But this skin,
No notes. I love it.
you love it. Okay, I was gonna say, Matt, is it okay? Are you okay with this one? But yeah, this is pretty good one. And then the last one, kind of the big one here in the battle pass, is
A
of
real
course,
king in black.
symbiote Jeff, the devouring duo skin. The MVP screen for this skin is amazing. He's like hanging out
Yup.
at a little carnival, and a bunch of little symbiotes show up, and he just wreaks havoc on them, and it's cool. And he's got a blue tongue, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's a great color.
That
Looks
looks
really
dope.
nice.
The gallery
This is-
cards are fantastic as well.
Yep. The final gallery card, Light in the Darkness, does show us, I guess, the Phoenix Force, or whatever it is, going to be part of our Chronoverse here. And we can see some characters on there. I will let you go search those out. I don't want to spoil anything on that. So what do you guys think of this Battle Pass? I mean, for me, I think it's great. I mean, there's definitely a bunch of skins in there that I want for sure, except for the Adam Warlock one. But what do you guys think?
I'm gonna buy it.
Absolutely.
Luxury battle pass all day. So
Yep.
Yeah, this is fantastic. And we've been talking about it, a season like this with the symbiote skins since the game's announcement. And it's here, and we're getting it. And I'm excited to see what the weekly costume drops are as well. So I'm
you're
hanging on
welcome.
to
It's all because of us.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
We've done it, team.
We did
I'm
it.
hanging on to my units for now, waiting for one of these. The cap one is pretty cool, but
Oh, we're
I'm
going to
not
talk
getting
about that in a
yeah.
second. So the roadmap, actually today they put the new roadmap out. So July 11th, of course, again, while you're hearing this, it's probably already out. So you get the Phoenix and the Celestial Husk map, the Battle Pass, and there's a new event that's going to be going on and it's dropping as well with the season as usual. It's the Milano Repair Logs event that does have included in there a new symbiote Storm skin. Which is pretty sick, man. Like this skin, it's like Storm's just getting like some of the coolest skins in the game. Like that, I don't want to say that's not being acknowledged by people, but like, her skins are just awesome. They're great.
It's definitely I've brought this up before talking about like representation and stuff, especially for like with Storm's costumes. Each of them has like a different type of hair, which like with ethnic hair, there's a lots of different hair types
Absolutely.
and
Yep.
things like that. But definitely on like Reddit and some of the different forums and even on Twitter, I think it definitely is being noticed by like the African American community, talking about how, hey, like, I see so many thank yous in like the replies
That's
to
awesome.
like Marvel Rivals saying like, hey, thanks for this, continuing to give us not just repaints or recolors, but actual original costumes for one of the not only most powerful, one of the most popular, let's be real, Marvel characters out
Absolutely.
there. So
Yep. So the skin's pretty cool. I mean, she's obviously all venomized, but her cape too is like almost like a Dracula type cape. I mean, it just looks so good. But again, this event, it's the Milano Repair Logs event, and going through doing the different missions, there's 7 critical components that we're going to have to repair for the Milano. And again, this is just adding to the story. We know back in season 0 is when the Milano crashed, right? Due to those logs and all that, and we were stuck on Klyntar. Now here we are back on Klyntar in season 3, and the Guardians are trying to repair the Milano, which makes me think, like, what's next then? So the Milano, we're going to fix the Milano. Where are they going? Like, where are we going next out in the cosmos? That's going to be kind of interesting, kind of adding to the story, the overall story of Rivals. Kind of back to this roadmap here. So July 18th is the summer party. So the Marvel Rivals swimsuit and summer special event. And yes, we're getting a pretty
gosh,
big Thor skin in there, guys. You got that Thor? A bear Thor skin, I think, is going to be in there, as well as what do we got? Loki, Psylocke, and who else?
Punisher,
Luna. Yeah.
Luna Snow. I they look really fun. A lot of them are in tandem with the Marvel swimsuit special that just dropped this week, the new comic, which was a big thing in the 90s, but it hasn't been a thing for like a long
while,
time now.
yeah.
And even in the comic this week, they're like, hey, if you liked this, just like this, breath of fresh air art wise, let us know. Go to your comic shops and buy out old issues and tweet about them and stuff like that. But it's just fun. I think we're gonna talk about Overwatch. Like the summer event skins in Overwatch are so fun. Like thinking about like Torbjorn and his like floaty,
Yeah.
the super soaker gun. Like that's
Yeah.
what is so fun about this. Like Thor has like Labubu versions of himself and Loki in like a see-through pouch. That's hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
and it's timely and it's I think it's so interesting that they're so like zeroed in on trend and that they're able to turn these around that quickly, which is nuts.
Now-
So in the swimsuit comic, is it just like, is it a whole comic about that, or is it just the cover kind of deal?
So it's like a
Are they playing at the
you
beach?
you remember when I talked about during Thor lore, there was that one like meta comic that was presented by Roxxon, and it was about like this was Thor, and the whole comic was a Roxxon thing. This is like another meta comic where, and I have 2 with me.
Oh, there's 2.
There you go.
Well, they had variant covers, and I just grabbed
covers.
whatever was there. So this is the main cover, and then this is the variant. Well, this is one of the variants with Colossus and She-Hulk.
That's cool.
But tell me a pairing that I didn't know I needed, like Colossus and She-Hulk. Like, come on. But it's like Roxxon trying to steal the narrative on something, and so the heroes are like, you know what we need to do? We need to type of swimsuit issue and like take the narrative back. And so it's the process of like Spider-Man, do I wear the red and blue trunks or do I wear the black trunks? Stuff like that. With the in that last like half of the issue, and then the rest of the issue is like different cover art from artists that they did of like Cloak and Dagger. I put a few pictures up in the Discord of some of the pictures in there, like that when we saw a Venom of Captain Marvel, excuse to draw superheroes in swimsuits. And it's fun. Nothing raunchy, just fun summer fun.
That is cool. When they announced this game, I'm pretty sure in our first episode or whatever we talked about it, like, okay, how wild are they gonna get with the costumes?
Yeah,
like,
we
will
did.
Marvel allow them to do weird, funny things like this? And I guess we knew that right off the bat when they gave Jeff a dolphin
There you go.
costume thing, right?
Yep.
They were saying like, people like to just have fun with it, so they'll do that. And now they're making comics to cash in on it as well. But you said that they did this before. Like it's been a while since they've done.
Yeah, this used to be a big thing with both DC and here's one of the ads for it. That's it for this year's edition of Marvel Swimsuit Special. These are some of like the older
Oh, nice.
issues from the 90s.
Wow.
It's like a kind of like Frazetta style. But like DC Comics did too last year. DC did like a whole line where across all their titles, it was the swimsuit variant. So like you'd have your main Batman title where he's like in a super intense fight. And then I went that week on a Friday. So all the regular cover A's were sold out. And the only thing left was the swimsuit variant of like Bruce Wayne in a Speedo on the diving board with like Alfred standing next to him, like holding a glass of champagne or something. And it was just like, and the inside of the issue is like him fighting a life or death battle where he's like
Right.
about to like eat it. And you're like, this doesn't match.
Yeah.
So it's something that the comics industry is kind of, exploited isn't the right word. I'm sure it has been at some time, but it's like, the popularity of like Sports Illustrated, stuff like that. Just like a fun idea. And I think when it's done this way, as like a fun thing and not trying to play into like not trying to get too wild with it, because at the end of the day, these are supposed to be accessible to, all ages.
Right.
Which I think the comic does a good job of. And so do these skins.
Yeah.
It just gives you more opportunity to do stuff.
Yep. And I look forward to probably seeing the ads like we saw with the Malice skin all the time on YouTube saying like, hey, come hang out with us. And it's literally just the back of Malice. And I'm sure we're going to say, hey, it's summer in Rivals. And there's
More
Skylock.
butt.
Yeah.
Punisher butt.
I'm interested in, it says, well, I guess it's not a game mode, right? It says summer special event. So it's probably going to be like the Venom Bubble Pop. So there will probably be some sort of free event track that's going to come out, I would assume maybe on July 18th. Kind of the way they, they do this all the time. So it could be very well that the summer event is another pass that will have a premium track, will get you those 4 skins, and then, maybe 1 or 2 of those will be free kind of within that. It wouldn't surprise me if they did that.
This is how they get you.
Yep. Let's see.
So smart.
Very
so smart.
Yep. July 25th, they're doing a full-on Marvel Studios The Fantastic Four First Steps. So 4 new costumes coming into the game, themed around the new Marvel movie getting set to come out. So you can go in there and see those. And this is interesting, a special team-up with Human Torch and The Thing. I mean, what are we thinking this is? If you've seen the latest trailers coming out, there's a couple moments where it is Johnny and Thing. It says he just keeps saying, say the thing, and he says, I'm not going to say the thing. So
Okay.
maybe something like that. I don't know.
I think Johnny's gonna fastball special and throw the thing.
He's going to throw the thing.
Yep. That's how it's gonna work. Or give him like put his feet on fire and turn them into rocket boosters.
So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what that is. Let's see. August 1st, then we're getting the Phoenix Demon and the Phoenix Panther skin.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Matt, look at it again.
No,
Matt.
yes, those look good. It's this another Phoenix one that I'm like, huh?
Which one?
The Chaos Phoenix?
Oh. Yeah, you don't like that? The one that's in there? Yeah, it's available day 1, actually, so it's in there. It was in the
like the
build. It's
like the punk mat. It's like the punk skin, I guess.
Yeah, it's
for her.
I think I saw it.
It's different.
It's not my favorite.
So, I mean, Neil, you were saying you're looking forward to the skins. I mean, this is it because our seasons are shorter now. This is going to be it, right? Till August 8th. So we know we're getting the Chaos skin is one that's coming day 1. We're getting the swimsuit skins. Then we're getting the Fantastic Four skins. And then we're getting the Phoenix Demon and Panther. And then what's coming August 8th? We don't know. But August 8th is 3.5. So we know we're getting Blade on August 8th. I mean, that date is locked. So,
Yeah, I guess that
awesome.
makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, it's first half of the season, right?
Mhm.
That's wild.
It's nice to know all of that ahead of time because literally it sounds dumb. And I don't want to like poo-pah myself, but you can plan out, you can budget for costumes. Like literally, as someone who that is a very real thing for me. I like to budget in the things that I like to do. And I can now, say I don't need to worry about the week of the 25th because I'm probably not going to buy the Fantastic Four movie
Right.
skins.
Yeah. That's funny.
I'm sorry, Marvel's Fantastic Four First Steps.
There you go. Marvel Studios. We
Marvel
also
Studios,
have a couple other
the
skins
Fantastic
that have come. So some already came to the game since we've recorded last. That, of course, is Captain America's Captain Klyntar and Spider-Man's Future Foundation costumes, which, by the way, Kite, who won our NHL playoff bracket challenge, he chose the Future Foundation costume. So congratulations, Kite.
Good choice.
Yours.
Good choice.
And I did buy the Captain Klyntar skin, of course, because it is just fantastic. One thing I will say about it, though, is, and I don't want to say surprised by it because it makes sense, but I can't use the emote on any of my other cap skins. Is there any other emotes in the game like that you know of? Like his emote is the symbiote shield goes around him, right? Like that's the emote.
Yeah,
super cool. But I can't use that on anybody else.
Just says unavailable.
It just says unavailable
when you have like your.
So when I use my end game, which is usually the one that I would run until now because I've been using this. I can't do that emote, but I can do the Infinity Gauntlet. I can do everything else as Captain Klyntar. I just can't do that. And like somebody had a good point. Like we were thinking maybe it was just because I had the Endgame skin on and because his shields are different. He has like the Wakandan shields.
Yeah.
But I switched over and it still said unavailable.
To the skin.
I feel like it's very like to Neil's comment earlier about the frame and the form. I mean, think about how you would have to make that make sense in the other.
Yeah. But didn't we also learn in the dev vision that they're going to allow you to have any costume teamed up with any MVP screen as well? Now, do we know the MVP screen though? Does it change? Because I didn't try this out in the build. Does it change your character model? So it probably doesn't, right? So the MVP screen of my Captain America Endgame, like can I do Captain Klyntar but have my MVP screen be the Endgame? And is it then the Endgame Cap in that video, or is it Captain Klyntar jumping over the Wakandan, fallen tree or whatever it is that he's jumping over? Like I don't know.
Listen,
I didn't try that.
Guan hasn't seen his family in 16 months. Let the man sleep.
Oh, get on it, Guan.
Can't pick your custom MVP screen with Captain Klyntar.
Hey, I didn't ask for that. He
will
came
survive.
up with that. That wasn't me. That was Guan.
My guess is it plays just the MVP screen, but you can equip it and have that play on with the original skin.
Yeah.
But then you can just use a different skin. Like, so if you like an MVP screen that's better, then sure, why not equip it?
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to be redrawing all that.
Right.
That's not in game, right?
Right.
That's
it's not a model. Yeah. It's not an actual character model.
Yeah.
But either way, that skin is sick. Captain Klyntar is awesome. I had to buy it. It looks great. Did you get the Future Foundation, Spidey, Matt? I know you don't play Spidey that much, but I know you've bought some of the previous skins. Did you buy that, or are you thinking about it?
I'm thinking about it
because it's pretty good. It looks pretty good, man. Like
I like
skin.
all the Future Foundation skins because of the effects on them.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I can't justify buying another Spider-Man skin because I don't play him as is. And I already have the Insomniac Spider-Man, and that's like Yuri Lowenthal, my boy. Well, I guess he voices this iteration of it too, so it doesn't matter. But
that's cool.
Let's see. And then come day one here of the new season, we have the Chaos Phoenix skin, which Matt mentioned. This says it's the perfect fusion of the Phoenix Force and chaos magic gives rise to an unprecedented harmonious cycle, reminiscent of the endless interplay of yin and yang in the cosmos. So I don't really get this one as a punk one. I mean, I guess maybe because the colors are kind of pink and yellow, but
I didn't watch through the whole playthrough, so that's on me. It's more like,
I mean, I bought it in the build. Like this is the one that I used, just because they give you the credits, to use. But when the game goes live, like I'm not gonna buy it. Like it's not. I mean, it's cool, but it's not to me.
maybe I think it's just another bad wig.
Yeah, it is
it's
kind of
the hair.
weird.
I don't know why I'm so sensitive.
The
about
hair
my
and that
hair this
chest
week.
plate. The chest
So,
plate thing is
The chest plate and the crown, I feel, is like what Phoenix should like. I don't need her to have a crown, but that's what I think that the manifestation should be on her instead of. And I haven't played, so maybe I'll come around to it. This
A bird.
spirit.
this figure behind her. She needs board. My board.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this
I
is
don't know.
like here it's the chaos, like chaos magic, right? Like Wanda.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
But then again, this costume probably wasn't made for me. Probably more for people who play more of a combination of Scarlet Witch and Phoenix. So I know like Final Hex Scroll probably love this.
Yep. Shout out to Final Hex Girl over in the Discord. Let's see. We also have some new Twitch drops coming. So also speaking of new skins, this go around, the Will of Galacta Hawkeye is available. So from July 11th till August 8th. So you could watch our very show, or if one of us is streaming over on our Twitch channel, or whatever Twitch channel you want to go to, if someone has drops enabled. Your 30 minutes gets you the Will of Galacta spray. 1 hour gets you the Hawkeye nameplate. 2 hours gets you the emote. And 4 hours gets you the costume, which looks pretty cool. I mean, Hawkeye, he already looks kind of cool as it is, but this color scheme I think looks pretty good on him as well.
Probably one of the better Will of Galacta ones, I feel.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't
They're all
seem
fantastic.
because he's usually more purple based.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too out of the ordinary for
Better
him.
place. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The other
And
kind of... Go ahead.
Maybe we'll talk about it later. But there's a whole bunch of esports going on now, so it's easy to find a stream and get this pretty quickly.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
I think this is the first time they've done this. These hash emojis. Have they done this before over on social media?
Not for Rivals,
Yeah.
but for like Marvel movies,
I mean,
DC
yeah, but I'm
movies.
specifically saying Rivals. Like this is the first time Rivals has done this, right?
I think so.
So
What is this?
if you go to like, I mean, X or Twitter has it, or a lot of other social media platforms. If you go and let's say do hashtag Marvel Rivals Phoenix, it's going to show you the little Phoenix, and they call it a hash emoji. So it's like a little emoji, but you'll see Phoenix at the end of that. Or hashtag Marvel Rivals X-Men. Boom, there's Phoenix again. Or if you put Blade Marvel Rivals, so they're already implementing the Blade hash emojis. You're going to have Blade. So it's X-Men, Marvel Rivals Phoenix, Jean Grey, Marvel Rivals X-Men, Marvel Rivals Jean Grey will give you Jean. Or Blade Marvel Rivals Blade. Blade is awake, which is kind of a funny one. Marvel Rival, even though he's not yet, it's not 3.5 yet. Marvel Rivals S3.
He disappeared from the bed, Mark.
The
He's awake.
Abyss awakens. So is he the Abyss? Is that what's awakening? Because he woke up from the bed? Maybe he's the Abyss.
No,
Oh,
Mark.
maybe.
I mean,
Maybe awoken.
But yeah.
within the-
so kind of interesting they're doing those, which they hadn't done those yet.
I've never
so.
seen these before.
You had to.
Wow.
Like
It's-
Star Wars, I've seen them with Star Wars, or
Yeah,
like
it's
football,
like-
even sports they'll do it. Like the Canes will do it for hockey sometimes.
Hash emojis.
Hmm.
Kids these days, huh?
what a time to be alive.
It is. We got hash emojis. Or it might be a good time to be in college because you got some college perks, guys. I think they had
That,
announced the
friends, was a segue.
segue. So you can, if you were in college, you need to, I think, and it was actually within the game.
Study.
So in the build we had, you can go in there, put in your college email address. So it's basically a way to get your email. But as long as your school qualifies, you, for the season, as far as I know, you log in, you get 10 trial costumes and MVPs to try for free. Now, as far as I know, it's not just one time. I don't think it's like a one-time trial. I think you get it for the whole season, as far as I know. I mean, maybe it is just a
But
one-time.
then they'll take it away.
But yeah, then if you
should just
flunk
give
out
them
of school because you're playing too much Rivals and your college email no longer works, then you're out. There was a post I think they had that said if your school is not, like if you apply and they say your school is not eligible, that they then will contact the schools and try to figure out how to make them eligible. But yeah, so like
because they don't have a list of every single school. Some some they got to verify and stuff like that.
So it's a great way.
You guys hear about Rivals Assemble Academy?
No,
it's pretty good. Yeah, no, we should get that on the list.
Yep.
Go Fighting Jeffs.
Hey, my son goes to UNC Charlotte here, so I was tempted.
Wow,
tempted.
doxing your son.
I'm tempted.
Wow.
Tempted. But no, we're not going to. I mean,
well, it's going to be the ones that are already there. They're not giving you, premium. They're going to give you like.
I mean, I don't.
Here's.
I'm just going to say I don't own the Malice skin, and I mean, I'll get a free trial of the Malice skin with that.
The Thor one's awesome too. Lord Malice.
Yeah, that is the sick Thor one too. Yeah, that is a great Thor one.
He's got the sweet cape.
Lord of Asgard. But yeah, so if you're in college, great, cool little perk there. So just make sure to keep up with your studies. That's the only thing I'd recommend.
Or don't live your life.
If you're in school and you're paying for school, make sure to make that payment worthwhile. That's all I would say. Don't flunk out because you're paying money to go to school, kids. High school and all that's different because you're technically not really paying. But when you're in college, man, you're paying for that. Or your parents are paying for it, I should say, as someone who has a child in college, and I'm paying his college tuition right now. So don't get your parents mad. Do good in school. That's it. Anything else, guys? Season 3 you want to talk about here? Kind of going
so I'm excited to dive into the lore. It's just I'm excited about like an original take on something. I think they're doing the right thing with just giving us their own spins on things that are familiar. So yeah, just excited to get into it.
You think they'll release the second Jeff story as part of this? I'm excited to see like the in character lore, right?
I don't know.
That's a good point.
Guan like hates Jeff right now. I don't know what it is. Like,
dude, he made him the ultimate.
Put him in the lore.
Reward for the battle pass. Like,
yeah, because he nerfed the best boy. Like, give us. I don't know Joffrey. With a G. This is GEOFFREY. I want Jeff back.
Yeah,
give me OG Jeff.
Story. He never got a Krakoa skin. He didn't get like a fancy little suit and tie, did he?
Well, he was hanging out on the beach with the thing, right? Squirrel Girl. So
he got the beach.
He didn't deserve it. He didn't.
He got the beach one. There is canonically suit and tie Jeff for a job interview. In the comics. So
you got the job.
Total
formal wear Jeff.
Total sidetrack here, but I want to throw this out there and just want people to go watch this trailer. Did you see today they announced Shark Dentist? Go watch that trailer. It's a new game coming out on Steam. It's exactly what you think it is.
Okay. Because I was about to say, as a journalist, when people just use a lot of pronouns and like they, who is they?
The company,
announced
whoever the company is. I don't know. They put the trailer out. I don't know who the maker is, but I watched the trailer. It looks ridiculous.
It's a game.
The powers up.
It's kind of like Power Wash Simulator. So it's like you're a dentist of sharks, and if you screw up, the shark wakes up and eats you.
Oh, so it's like alligator dentist or crocodile dentist. That little toy where you push the teeth
I
down
guess,
in the
but
mouth?
this is probably running
Sharks.
on Unreal 5 and is very realistic looking and violent.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
So you're not like a shark dressed up as a dentist working on people?
You are a dentist, and the shark is just like sitting there with its mouth wide open.
How could you hold the
instrument? Just watch.
How could you hold the instruments as a shark? Because you don't have hands, you just have fins. So,
do you ever play Octodad, Matt? Octodad.
Octodad is great.
Go play that.
You have like 8 dads.
You're an octopus. That is undercover with a human family trying to be the father, and you gotta try to like do the simplest thing of like go make coffee, and like you have to use like every button on the controller, and you're just like flopping all around, just like knocking things off the wall and stuff. It's such a ridiculous
and nobody
game.
Suspects the thing. The whole story is that they don't even know this guy's an octopus.
And it's a 90-hour campaign. with 3 DLCs. And
No, well, it's a 90-hour
It's
campaign
hilarious.
because you
It takes,
can't
like-
walk through the living room without knocking the lamp over or whatever it is. It's so stupid.
It's got a great theme song and a co-op mode where you control 4 legs and the other person controls the other 4 legs.
There's a new game like that. I
What?
think it's called Baby Steps that's coming out, and it's like same thing. You got to be like a baby trying to walk. Anyways,
Man, it's so good.
season 3, guys.
Octodad.
Yeah. Lots to be excited for. Let us know your thoughts on season 3. We need to know how you're feeling as we get into it. There is no Cerebro files or lore this week. However, Matt, there is a Sweet Jeff comic that's out. So a little bit of lore, a little bit of story beats for people if they want. Tell them about this new Jeff comic.
yeah,
that's out.
story time with Matt. So this is Jeff Infinity Paws, PAWS.
I love it.
And it's a collection of the Infinity comics that feature all of the pets in the Marvel universe. So Tippy Toe, Lucky the Pizza Dog, Lockjaw, Lucifer, Figaro, Lupin, Raffles, Irene, Simon. I don't know these cats. Apparently, a lot of MCU characters have cats. But it's like
Just
Stark
kinda like
Laboratory.
Marvel Super Pets. Like what
Basically.
There you go.
he did.
I do know Dr. Shapiro. Dr. Shapiro is the cat that works at Stark Industries that wears a Stark Industries collar and is like a genius intellect level cat.
Okay.
So in one of these issues, Dr. Shapiro, the cat, a tabby cat, I'm assuming, gets all the pets together and says, "Our friends are missing. We must go find them. Let's go to it. Let's get to it, Lockjaw," because Dr. Shapiro is the only animal who can talk. And so Marvel pets assemble and Lockjaw teleports them into space to save Jeff. They encounter Cosmo.
I think I need to buy this.
Yeah, so funny. There's
pretty
Alligator
great.
Loki. It's kind of like the other issue before. It was just a collection of all the Jeff Infinity comics, and it comes with a code so you can get the digital version of it as well.
Nice. Yeah, so go check that out. Infinity Paws.
Yeah.
Should be in your local shop. That came out this week, or was that last week?
That came out this week, and
Okay.
then apparently I think it's going to be more Infinity comics. They're continuing It's Jeff, and then there's going to be Alligator Loki, Marvel Mutts, and Marvel Meow. So,
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I saw that. The Meow one.
yeah.
That's a existing Infinity comic. Yep.
How would you feel about
Yeah.
that if they added pets to Rivals, where you could have a little companion? That maybe kind of like they did with the VFX for the Ultimates, where it's just like, it's only on your screen. So, a lot of MMOs
Like your
will do
team ups
that.
in
around.
Street Fighter or
Or do you-
whatever.
Yeah, or like in an MMO, a lot of times you can have like a little guy running with you next to you.
And go collect health packs for you.
If they put that in Rivals,
Pay
like
to
you
win.
you could just have Cosmo running with you. You just unlock him, and only you see him. He's only in your screen, so he's not in anybody else's way. And you can have a little companion with you.
I don't need it.
I think that's the new competitive mode where you play as pets.
There you go. Maybe
Or it's like pet battles. So it's like
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah.
I mean, we already
Training
have
pet.
all these other game modes, so why not? Why don't we have Infinity Paws battling it out? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the mode. You could be onto
That's
something.
You figured it out.
All right. Well, let's move on here to the part of the show where we get you involved that we call What Ifs. All right. Well, don't forget, head over to rivalsassemble.com. You can find all our social links over there. You can join our Discord. You'll see we have a channel over there called What Ifs, where you can go in there and leave us a question, or you can email us, or you can also leave us one over on Spotify in the comment section. This first one comes to us from Pogie Boy Jumps. Is that how you say that? Pogie Boy Jumps? Jumps. How do y'all feel about the shortened season? I see good and bad things. The good, smurfing and alt accounts will lessen now that players have to focus their accounts with one less month. The bad, I see competitive players marathoning games every month for their rewards. This sounds like burnout in the future. So what do you guys think of the shortened season?
Sounds like a you problem, not a, or like a them problem, not a you problem.
Yeah.
If you're getting, and we've had a couple people talk about this in the Discord as well. If
Yeah.
you're getting to the point where you're getting burnt out on the game, remember that you have free will and you can walk away. Like
But they're symbiote skins, Matt. I need
that's why you then buy the luxury battle pass if you think you're going to get burnt, or the battle pass won't go away. You can keep working on this battle pass, you know? But at the end of the day, it's just a game. Like, I don't know. I think it's strange that anyone would grind something that hard to the point where you dislike it
Yeah.
when you don't have to. Like, it's different. Like, if you get burnout at your job or getting burnout in a relationship or, something like that. But on something that's supposed to be fun to you, like, protect it, protect your peace, exercise some self-control. And that's an invitation to look inward.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that was, like I said, this week, I've played a lot of Halo Infinite because I just was like, you know what? I know we got a new season coming out in Rivals, and I'm going to be playing it a bunch then. And just kind of right now in the game, there was nothing that I really felt the need that I wanted to do. So I was like, I'll take a little break for a while and go play something else. And that's what I did. I mean, I've always been of that mindset. If you're not having fun, then why are you doing it? I mean, I get it, because then I've talked about it here on the show. Like, I have that drive to complete the battle pass and do my dailies and all that. But to me, that's kind of the hobby of it. And I find the fun in that. And, because I'm not grinding competitive, I mean, I think a lot of this burnout is, when you're grinding competitive and you're chasing the whatever that rank is that you want. And because the way competitive can be, you're getting knocked down a lot and you're losing games. And, even though you're putting the time in and you feel you should be rising the ranks, but you're not, I can see that how that can be disheartening and then, really put a bad taste in your mouth. And it's like, at that point, well, then you're not having fun. Why are you bothering doing it? Like, take a step back and be like, no, let me either go do something else, or if it's you really enjoy this game for everything else and you love the Marvel aesthetic, find something else in the game to do. And like, I think that's kind of why Quick Match is there. Is it's like, just go in with the mindset of pick a new hero you've never played before, or somebody that you're not a lord on, or just pick a different character and just try to go have fun and learn them in Quick Match. Get out of comp. Just go play that because there nothing matters, right? You can just go have fun and
just derp around as Jeff.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Or go all Rocket, no heals. Like go do a little challenge for yourself like that. Play Rocket and never heal anybody. Just go and just do
Turn
damage.
off chat.
Like
mute.
Yeah, that's another big thing, man. A lot of people, the chat is what burns a lot of people in this game. Is like, just shut the chat off. Like, you don't have to have it on. So
yeah. I feel like you guys are talking to me right now. The last 3 nights I was trying really hard to grind that comp, get the gold for the skins, and I was getting frustrated. And the good he talks about here is less Smurfs. Last night I had a match. 4 accounts were level like 10 and 11. They played for 4 hours. They wiped the floor with us. It was like 40, 50 kills. And like my team just starts leaving and all that stuff. It's like, I know you're good at the game. Why don't you go play in Celestial where you belong and let me get my gold rank,
yeah,
please?
That sucks, man.
And
I still don't think alt account should be a thing. I don't think you should be able to have more than one account.
So to the question we're talking about here, he brings up the good is that smurfing in those alt accounts may lessen. I would think. I mean, he says will lessen. I would say they may lessen because people will have less time to rank up. They're not going to have that extra month too, like they had here those last 3-4 weeks to just, or probably even longer.
Get another level 10.
Right, create another account and just mess around with people.
You gotta get to level 10 to open ranked, right? So, that's. Right. I guess it's also my fault trying to do this right at the end, where matchmaking's all over the place and all of this. So, I don't know.
Yep,
we'll see what I do next season. But the quick match.
Go ahead. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Sorry.
Just usually, I am a quick match player, and I'm just there grinding quests, and it's just fun. Like, try new characters, you lose a game, whatever, doesn't matter. until you get a bot match, then I just feel terrible because I'm like, oh, I don't want to play against bots. Blah blah blah. I know we talked about this last week, so I'll stop playing. Go ahead, man.
I still see people complaining about like the matchmaking and the EOMM or whatever it is. It's like, if Marvel doesn't if they don't change it, then they're going to lose players. I think they'll be fine because they're Marvel.
Yeah, that's the thing about this game. Yeah, like any other game, like an Overwatch or something, maybe, or look what happened. I mean, this is kind of a weird example, but like Concord that Sony put out that game, because it didn't have a big IP behind it. It needed to really make a great impression on people to pull people away from these other hero games, and it just couldn't, right? And so if you have a game that is kind of an original IP and then has the issues that they're claiming that Rivals has, the game's going to go nowhere. Where, like you said, Matt, this is Marvel, man. Like they can put
Shout
out
out to the guy in Greece who bought my Concord PS5 controller.
There you go.
Sending me to GCX.
Yeah. But Marvel is the biggest selling point, I think, for this game, right? That they can just put an advertisement up and show the black symbiote skin if they wanted, and there you go. Or for people who read the comics that maybe don't play the game, just say, hey, Null is in this game. Even though you can't play him, just show a picture of Null. People are like, oh, man, I got to go check that out. Just for that alone will cause people to download the game. Let's see, we got another one from SB, and they said, I would like to hear your thoughts on the potential success for Marvel Rivals esports. Looking at how successful Overwatch has been over the years and the views that it gets, it's hard to see a world where Marvel Rivals could match that. On paper, having Marvel behind its name, you would think it could smash Overwatch records, yet I don't feel like it can. What do you guys think?
Think it needs to?
Yeah, well, I don't say he's saying need. He's just saying, like, what do we think? Like, what's the potential? Like, is the potential there for it? I mean, I would just say, I think Overwatch, and I think we've talked about it even here on the show. Like, they shot for the stars right from the get go. Like, they basically were building the esports before the game came out. Literally, like on stage when they showed off Overwatch for that first time, they were like, and we're also doing the Overwatch League, and there's people can have teams and players are going to have health insurance, and they were like going through all this stuff before there was even a true audience for the game. I think they've done it right this time by let the esports scene kind of, build organically. However, I don't think it's really going to be able to get as big as Overwatch, and now having the game being out longer and kind of going back and forth between the two somewhat recently and playing Overwatch, because Overwatch is balanced to a T and is like actually meant to be a true esport still to this day. I mean, they still want it to be, even though Blizzard has kind of abandoned a lot of their esport initiatives with it. It still gets great views, and I think it's because of that balance. But I think that's what will ultimately hinder Rivals in the esports scene. You're always going to have, we'll have Marvel Rivals Ignite, and we're going to have tournaments, and there's going to be live tournaments to watch in person. And I mean, they're doing one in China right in August and all that. So there's going to always be these prize pools. But I think that's what's always going to kind of hinder its size, I guess, and being as big as Overwatch in that case, in the esports scene. But I don't think that it's not saying that it can't be sustainable. There's definitely going to be an esports scene for sure for this game. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't think I'm like the best person to weigh on this. I think like you and Ken's are probably like the voices who have the most experience with it. Because I actually think it's good where it's at. I don't think they need to be selling out arenas, or they need
right. Yeah.
You've got the dependability, the marketability of the Marvel name, and having the amateur tournaments, and then having the higher level tournaments, and then every now and then your in-person tournament somewhere around the world. I don't think you need a league system, because I think we've kind of moved on from that stage in esports anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, even with what are the big esports things?
Well, what I was just going to say is,
whatever?
I think the big thing right now is like we've gotten to the point now where there are the set games that are the esports. So you have League of Legends. I mean, Dota. I put League of Legends kind of almost together, but I think League still blows Dota away. Even though Dota always like says, "Oh, our prize pool is huge," but that's just because it's like crowdsourced through Steam. But League And then, I mean, go look at the Steam charts right now and then look at when they have their big competitions. I mean, Counter-Strike 2 is still always top of the charts, always huge. I mean, Call of Duty, definitely they have their big, they're selling out big places as well, but it's like Counter-Strike 2 is insane. The amount
Valorant.
of people. And then, I mean, you got Valorant, which of course is also Riot, League of Legends, So
Yeah.
it's like there are the set games, and it's going to take a lot for anybody to topple any of those. And then Overwatch. I mean, Overwatch for the hero shooter genre, because it's been there so long, like that's the game. People don't always want to, when you're trying to play at that competitive level, people don't want to jump to different games. So it's like we have League of Legends. That's the MOBA. That is like the king. So it's like people are going to stick with that game for a long, long time. And, the hurdle of trying to jump to another game, learn all those new heroes, go through all that, it's just not what people want to do. So
If you've made it this far into the podcast, 2+ hours in,
Yep.
and you're listening and you have like a legitimate opinion on that question, we would love to hear it either on the Discord or in the show comments, because not just oh no, they're not going to be able to do it, but I'd love to hear different people's thoughts on it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're doing a great job as it is. Like, they came out at the beginning, the company itself, Marvel Games, saying, we're not going to support this or do anything too much ourselves. We'll let the community kind of handle the esports scene. But now every season they're holding tournaments. They're holding Marvel Ignite. They're putting stuff on in each region. There's all these teams that sign up, new teams coming up all the time. Like, there's a lot of people that are learning this game and doing it. Like, I don't watch too much of any other esports, so it seems like it's a pretty big and pretty popular. I'm not looking at the numbers when I'm streaming this. I had it on last weekend, watching some of the matches, just something to throw on and see
Yeah.
what goes on. The casters are doing really well. Like, it's been out for 6-7 months, right? So it's still a fairly new game versus all these things that it's popping up. I'm just popping up
All it's been.
yeah, I'm popping up Twitch right
crazy.
now. We've got Rivals Assemble top of the charts, but then after that, you have League of Legends, as you said, Counter-Strike 2, Valorant, Halo, Fortnite. But Rivals is kind of just right under Call of Duty right now for people watching it, right? So that's kind of looking to see what's top of Twitch, kind of that goes with streamers, but also for competitions and stuff too. I bet you if we turn this on during the season finals this weekend, that it probably pops up there pretty high.
You're
So
probably right.
I think they're doing great, and they're doing a lot more that they promised, as putting on all of these events. Like that in-person one in China is also be putting on by Marvel too, right? Like, I don't know how much third-party action these
I don't know.
tournaments are getting. So we'll see. I think
Yeah.
they're doing great. I think they can do it. Like, Overwatch isn't even on that list. I didn't even mention Overwatch, right? So I don't even see where they're on. Are people streaming that game? I don't know. I haven't played it since this game came out. So that's what I know.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
I see it every weekend. There's always something going on with the Overwatch
Yeah.
esports channel. Let's see. Another question comes to us from Jerry Deli. And they said, I heard y'all mention a flying tank, and I think War Machine would be a great fit for that position. Walking/flying tank with a Punisher type alt that can be used on the ground or in the sky. I love the podcast. Keep up the good work. I think War Machine would be an awesome addition to this game. That would be pretty sweet, man.
Give me the Iron Battalion ult, where like all his guns come out, but then like you have a swarm of like other Iron Men suits come around and just like form a ring around whoever. Like the AoE, you've got your ult aimed, just like open fire.
That would be sweet.
Very timely after watching Iron Man 3 this week.
Iron Patriot skin, maybe you could throw in there too.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yep,
Some sort of
that would be sick.
I was trying to pick a tank that could take out some of these flyers this week while I was trying to take care of these Iron Men. Sorry. And what is your go-to tank when you're trying to take them out? Like Magneto? right? He's got a good ranged attack.
Dude,
What
I mean,
else?
a cap is pretty good as well. You can toss your shield. You can
block-
jump
Oh, you can
high. So
toss,
sometimes,
yeah.
though you jump, you hit him like once or twice, and then you get your 5 shields to throw at him as well. So cap's pretty good.
Yeah. I like Hulk to grab him out of the sky. I'm excited for Thing to get him this grab thing. Not a grab, but the jump to the flyers, because it feels so good to grab him out of the sky and start beating on him.
Yeah. Venom's pretty good as well, too.
Anyway.
Because you can go in, you kind of dive backline if they're hanging out back there.
Dive at them?
Then you can get the
To get
range.
take care of a flyer?
The dive doesn't take care of them, but you can get to them quick and then just aim up at them, basically. You can still hit him with his basic.
Right. Yeah, his melee has some range to it. I guess Groot does too.
Groot has some range as well, yeah. Yep.
There are options, but give me War Machine, because that would be
amazing. Let's see. Final one comes to us from Mark Asbury. He says, "Hey guys, I heard you talk about the Marvel Wastelanders audio drama. Amazing, something I would recommend. I'm not sure if you guys ever heard of them, but it's a book series called Marvel What If. The first one is called What If Loki Was Worthy. Second, What If Scarlet Witch and Peter Parker were siblings. And the last is What If Mark Spector was host to Venom. Craziest part is America Chavez is the Watcher. They're really dark and really good." So Matt, have you read any of these?
I have been meaning to, but I'm currently in the middle of the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. Shout out Pierce Brown. But yeah, I've definitely seen these, and I've had them in my online cart for a while now.
I remember.
I've heard of this.
I think when they
talked about
announced
this before.
the Mark Spector host of Venom, I think I remember when that was announced or reading like a blurb about that, but then I completely forgot about this. So these would probably be good as audiobooks. I bet.
What if?
Yeah, Marvel puts out a lot of like prose novels that we don't even hear about. Young adult books, just like stuff that flies underneath the radar that you wouldn't even know about unless you looked into it. Kind of like Star Wars, how they made the big fuss about the High Republic, but over the past little bit, things have just been kind of under the radar until like they just released the last book in the High Republic
It's crazy.
saga.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to catch up with all that.
So there's actually another one. I just looked this up. What if Kitty Pryde stole the Phoenix Force? Very timely as well. So that's the 4th book. And these covers
would.
look pretty sweet too.
Yeah.
I would say,
Trying to
speaking of
find
weird what ifs, but yeah, you guys saw who the next host, I think, Matt, you might have actually been the one that pointed out, the host to the Spirit of Vengeance is in the Marvel Comics, the new Ghost Rider.
Godzilla?
It is Godzilla.
Canonically, it's fuzzy.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, we
reading
have-
that. I
You
think
heard
it's
that
just
right,
a
listeners.
flavored-
Godzilla.
I think it's just a flavored cover. It's not actually the story, is it?
There's a book coming out called like Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I think then there is Godzilla Ghost Rider, I think. I don't know.
It's Godzilla. The whatever Japanese studio owns the rights to him has been going crazy with the collaborations over the past few months, like in DC and Marvel and across different comics. Like there's even a heist comic that came out a month or two ago, and that movie where I forget the name of it, but it's the heist movie set during Hurricane Katrina, and so they try to do the heist because the hurricane will cover us. That's basically it. They're like, oh, we need a distraction. Godzilla's the perfect distraction, so we can carry out this heist. And I was just like, interesting.
Okay.
That's actually a really good, like, get me, pause it or whatever. But
That's funny. All right.
Wow.
Well, that's going to be it for us, guys. Clocking in at like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Man, what a...
Ken's would be so proud.
What an episode. Yeah, Ken's would be. Is this our longest episode? I think it might be, actually.
Two buddies with his real friends.
No lore.
No lore this week either, which is kind of wild. So, again, everybody, hey, thank you for tuning into the show. Head over to rivalsassemble.com. You can find all our social links over there, ways to get in touch with us. Be sure to join our Discord. Leave us some thoughts here on this episode. Like Matt said, let us know your thoughts on Rivals potentially being able to be as big as Overwatch when it comes to esports And again, if you're in the Florida area, or more specifically in the Orlando area, and you're going to be there around July 25th and 26th, let us know. We are headed over to GCX to that event. Myself, Matt, and Neil will be there. Hopefully we can see you there too as well. Be sure over on Spotify to vote in our poll. Which character do you want to get a symbiote skin? It's either Magic, Moon Knight, Hulk, Luna, Emma Frost, or Iron Fist. And, of course, let us know your thoughts on Season 3 and Phoenix. I can't wait to jump into the game and see how it goes. But with that, anything else you guys want to throw out here at the end of the show?
Green.
It's Jane.
Nope. Green.
No.
I want we better get an emote of Phoenix fainting. Because that's all Jean Grey did in the X-Men animated series. She just fainted like every episode. So I need an emote of her fainting.
Gotta have that. Guang, get on it, please. Gotta have that. All right, everybody. Well, until next time, thank you for tuning into the show. Until then, we'll catch you next time.
Jane.